Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Totally Not a Lore run of the GTA 3D series, which is going to include 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. No, we're not going to be playing the Stories games. There's a lot of reasons for that, but the long and the short of it is they were not requested or even brought up during the initial Lore run idea, and they're going to be separate. They're also, if we're being completely blunt, don't add much to the overall games. We may eventually play them, but shrug. We did mod these games, basically to make them streamable. That's the first thing. You notice there's no game here, and that's because it kind of can't be there. This, I know this is going to sound strange. Normally I'd give a negative for this, but I kind of can't. See, these games aren't hard to get running. If I just go ahead and, I have no idea, whatever's on Steam. If I just go ahead and run the game, then it runs fine. If I want to stream the game, then I spend hours upon hours trying to get the game into streamable state. So, yeah, not only that, Vance's brother being completely different is another one. Daniel D. Or D. Daniel, excuse me. Anyways, we'll be playing the Steam version of all 3 games, by the way. In fact, actually, we'll be playing the Steam version of all 5 games. We're not doing those other ones yet, though. Anyways, so getting these into streamable format is a nightmare. I'm not going to run you through the whole thing, but it does mean we have to use a very unique setup when it comes to this. So, before I really get started, I have to close...
Welcome. Pay close attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
The window that Dream Whisperer just donated towards. Thank you very, very much, Dream Whisperer. Very much obliged the support. Thank you. Although you didn't say what you want to put that towards, so now I need everyone in chat to kill you. But I'm not going to be tracking donations in the same way I usually do, because I basically can't Alt-Tab while playing these games. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this over here, and I've asked my mods to be extra nice today. We're going to move this over here too. I'm going to say thank you to RaceCat.
Oh, welcome.
Stop it!
Pay close attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
RaceCat, Sonashi, Psychotic _ SJNM, S Frosty, Revan Stig, Tizara, Gnarlex, Necro Gangster, Bella Calic, Myron 97, Will King 15, Pipeliner Jim, Danny, oh, I never know how to pronounce this one, Danny Devard, Cority, Ciela _ Diesel Edge, Hushy Love, Libertas Liber, Von Baconator, Super Kikoni, Tegrin, and Thy End of Line. Thank you, all of you, very, very much for your support and for making this run happen. Thank you. Let's go with no, max time. I don't trust anyone that much. No offense. I'm putting Cullen Palouse. So here's how this is going to work. First of all, Alex is going to stop donating. That's what he's going to do. Second of all, Colin's going to stop donating. Third of all, I'm going to go ahead and close this. Although I do want to give shout-outs and gratitude as well to Gran Allen 84, who is a person who put together the mod pack that I will be using for all 3 of these games. It's... Basically, it was... I told you I was tearing my hair out trying to get this game into streamable format because they're older games. There's really nothing else for that. They were not built with windowed mode, and so getting them into streamable format is just a nightmare. But he put together a mod pack which does a lot of things, but also makes it so I can stream it, even though it's going to be full screen. So that means I'm going to be doing the pluses and minuses on this, rather than updating the HUD or the thing. So that's going to be new. I've also got my notes right here. I had to print them out. So this is going to be an interesting experience. We'll see exactly how this goes. How couldn't you do a screen capture? That's right, of course! On Falkenstein, why didn't I think of that? God, I'm clearly just an incredible moron. So... Please stop. Oh my god. Okay, fine. That's Cloud... Oh my god. Hang on. Wrong pen. Cloud of the Stars for Greedfall. Thank you very, very much, Cloud of the Stars. Very much appreciate the sub. Thank you. Please stop. Now, before we really get going here, I want to talk about how much this game sucks and it's the worst game ever made. Did that weed everyone out? Okay, good. Now that everyone's gone, I've heard several people say that they're surprised that I like Grand Theft Auto. I'm really confused by that, actually, but in hindsight, it makes perfect sense, because it's the same reason why people are surprised that I like My Little Pony. Yes, really. Because, see, the problem is that people look at Grand Theft Auto on the surface level, and so they judge it, and they say, oh, this is crap. And they have no idea. They just look at it as a murder simulator, or it's a crime game, or, oh, you just run around and do things, and it doesn't actually accomplish anything, right? Anybody who's actually played the GTA series will tell you about the quality of the writing, and the quality of the presentation, and the amount of work and effort put into it, and the humor factor, and blah, 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 blah. But anybody looking at it on the surface level will be like, oh, well, that's just garbage. I have seen many people judge the GTA series by saying, oh, this is just a terrible game, or a terrible series. With no, I've heard so many people say it's lowbrow. It's actually kind of similar to another comment I've heard before. You remember when I did a lore run on the Modern Warfare series? You remember that? And several people are like, wait, there's lore to Call of Duty? And the answer is, yeah, there is. Same thing. Same exact problem. Now, I feel at least part of this is due to the Hauser brothers, but let me rewind a second here. So, the Hauser brothers, which is set in Great Britain, the Greater United Kingdom, or whatever you want to call that, they came together with a vision, and I actually wrote down the exact quote here in my notes. They wanted to produce a fun, addictive, fast, multiplayer car racing and crashing game, which used a novel graphics method, right? So they were like, okay, sure. So they sat down and they tried to figure out exactly how they wanted to make this. As they were sitting down and making this, one of the games that one of the Hauser brothers was playing was Elite. Now, some of you have probably played Elite Dangerous, but how many of you have played Elite, the original? And I'll raise my hand on that one. The original Elite...
Pay close attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
Thank you very much, Jay, for the donation. Very much appreciate and obliged, sir. I'm not going to write down what it's for, because I don't know. I'll write that down at the lunch break. But thank you very much for the support. Thank you. So, they were playing Elite, and it just kept pushing him. And they were just like, this is such a great idea. Why don't we make Elite, except on Earth? You know, racing and driving. And there's also the infamous story about the AI bugging out when it comes to... driving around and making people go crazy. I actually haven't been able to verify that story, so I'm just kind of mentioning it as an anecdote sort of a thing. But they sat down and they were like, okay, we've got a format for racing. Rather than just being racing, it'll be cops and robbers. Okay? So they pushed it around. They pushed it around the office and to some of their friends, but nobody wanted to play a cop. So... I agree, Zero. Like I said, I couldn't verify it. That's why I'm only mentioning it in brief. But nobody wanted to play a cop. So they're like, okay, well, how the hell do we do this? And so they kind of focused more on the robbers side of thing. And then they focused more on the robbers thing. And then they focused more on the robbers thing. And so what we had was 4 games, which I didn't write down the names of, but it's like GTA, GTA 2, London Number, and then London Other Number. And that's the 4 games. Now, these 4 games sold okay. They were having fun, so, you know, they made a decent amount of money, but ultimately they weren't really going anywhere. They were just kind of spinning their wheels creatively, and they didn't really know how to push forward. Then something interesting happened in the late 90s. So there was this new system that was coming out called the N64. I hope at least some of you have never heard this, because I was blown away when I first heard this. And doing the research for this lore run, just finding out more about it is just hysterical. By the way, so I should mention that these games were actually not done by Rockstar. These were done by DMA Design, which actually I imagine several of you remember. DMA Design eventually got turned into Rockstar North, specifically. But anyways, so DMA Design, so I should have started with that. DMA Design, yeah, Lemmings crew. They were approached by Nintendo to do a launch title for the N64. And they were like, oh, this is amazing. This is great. Yes. The thing is, they wanted to do something a little bit different. They'd had these ideas percolating around in their head that they didn't have the term for at the time, but it's now what we call an open world game. Now, arguments can be made about what defines an open world game and how one exists versus how one other exists and blah, 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 blah. Nowadays, there's a huge amount of variety when it comes to what an open world game is. But back in the day, it wasn't even really a term. It was just something that they wanted to do. So, now it is my opinion that even though, yeah, there's also open world versus open world sandbox, and there's open world versus open world multiplayer, and then there's open world versus open world persistent multiplayer, and just... Point being, they sat down and they wanted to do this, what we would now call open world thing. I'm going to go ahead and give my opinion here really quick. While open world games have existed for a while, it is my opinion that two games codified the genre. Morrowind, no, not Daggerfall, Morrowind, and Grand Theft Auto 3. And it's, again, I say codified, not initiated. I think that these are the games that really started that as a concept and really pushed its popularity forward. Because both, in my opinion, really showed what you could do with the concept. And again, both were manually crafted. Now that's a key distinction, because a lot of open world games back before those two games came out were more procedurally generated. Like Daggerfall, to use an example of that. So... But I'm getting ahead of myself. Please forgive me. Let's rewind back to Body Harvest. Some of you already guessed it. It's an N64 game. It was supposed to be a launch title. They had delays and issues because, to put it as nicely as possible, they were really ambitious with what they wanted to do with it. And they were kind of limited by putting a game on the N64. So I think that's incident number 37 of how many times the Nintendo's decision to not go with what would have become the PlayStation has bit them in the ass. This is a green screen. You'll notice we don't actually have any videos live, no animated backgrounds. That's part of the whole streaming setup we're going to be dealing with. So, anyways, nevertheless, they wanted to really make this game work. Now, this is funny. I have a direct quote from David Jones. Now, you're probably thinking, who the hell is David Jones? David Jones actually founded DMA Design. I'll talk more about that in a second. But he says, and I quote, with regards to working on Body Harvest, it's fine, it's hard. It's a very hard relationship because their quality, referring to Nintendo, is so high that it's hard to match the quality of the products they do, and they really want you to focus on making Nintendo products. It's very hard to write games that you're not writing for yourself, which is traditionally what I've done, and basically we just have to listen to them because we're not as good as they are. Nobody in the world is as good as they are, so we'd be daft to try and say, we think you're wrong. So we just have to work with them, and we have to implement everything they ask for. Now, direct quote from David Jones, who, again, was in charge of that at the time. Thank you very, very much, Sakage, for the donation. Much appreciated. Now, I'll talk more about David Jones in just a moment. Wait, oh my god, I didn't even notice that was your 2-year thing. Holy crap, Sakage. Thank you very, very much for 2 years of support. Very much obliged, sir. Thank you. So, that's his quote, right? Now here's the catch. Based on what I could find out, and unfortunately there is not a lot of behind-the-scenes information about Body Harvest, not nearly as much as I'd like to. What it boiled down to was they wanted to make Grand Theft Auto 3. It wasn't called that yet, and they had no idea, but that's the game they wanted to make on the N64. Nintendo said no. And I know what you're thinking, oh, Nintendo ruins everything. But because Nintendo's actual core development team, because remember, this is supposed to be a launch title, was actually working with DMA Design, they kind of helped make Grand Theft Auto 3. And when I say kind of, I mean a decent amount of the actual practicality of making a 3D open world game like GTA 3 came from the core Nintendo developers and the code and ideas and design that they gave to the team for working on Body Harvest. By the way, if you ever get a chance, I do recommend playing Body Harvest. It's an N64 title. You know, it's got old game problems. But it's actually a pretty damn good game. It's one of the better ones in the N64, in my opinion. So, anyways. So, Body Harvest came out. And this is interesting because Body Harvest put them on the map, so to speak. I know that sounds strange because I imagine most of you have never even heard of the game. But when it comes to game development, GTA 1, 2, 3, and 4, I know they weren't called that, didn't actually put them on the map, so to speak. Body Harvest is what put them on the map. So another company was like, hey, you guys have potential. Now, this other company is a company that used to be a really awesome company. And a company that sucks so badly nowadays that I hate their guts. That company is Take-Two Games. I'm sure you guys have heard of Take-Two Games. Nowadays, they are one of the worst publisher and gaming companies out there, in my opinion. They didn't used to be, though. Back when they were still being run by, I forget his name and I forgot to write it down, they had a very simple approach to things. And it was basically, it's the MCU approach, for those of you who know what that is. Find people who don't have a lot of backing, and Kai Snow, and give Kai Snow money. Thank you very much, Kai Snow. Very much oblige and appreciate. Thank you. Fair enough, Jay. But that was their approach. Find people who are relatively unknown. Find people who show promise. You know, yeah, up-and-comers, basically. Their approach was to find up-and-comers, buy them, fund them, and then make tons of money. There's a reason Take-Two is such a large company even to this day. It's because they made a ton of money in the late 90s and early aughts. So, Take-Two saw Body Harvest and was like, that's potential. Hang on, let me try that again. That's potential right there. That's some good core game design elements. So they walked over and said, here's a ton of money, and we're going to fully fund your next game. It'll be whatever the hell you want it to be. No strings attached. It's just, we own you now, and we're going to restructure your company. That was the thing. Now, of course, as you might imagine, the team at DMA, which at this point was 25 people, I feel like pointing out, were like, dude, yes! Now, this is funny. Quick side note. I mentioned David Jones earlier, the founder of DMA Design. He quit. When Take-Two bought DMA, he quit. And he was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to go found my own company called Real Time Worlds. Now, if you've never heard of them, I don't blame you. They made Crackdown on the Xbox, APB, and then the company slowly died over the process of several years and was eventually liquidated as a complete failure. So, Take-Two bankrolled GTA 3, and between all the things they learned from Body Harvest and a very large company giving them a very large amount of money, they were able to push the envelope. Now, you're probably wondering, obviously I like to go into behind-the-scenes stuff, but part of the problem here is I walked into GTA 3 wanting to know the answer to a question. Why was this game as incredible as it was? Now, I know that sounds strange since I myself have said that it hasn't aged well, and I stand by that, to be completely blunt. We'll see if I think of that as we go through and actually review the sucker. But you got to remember that this game came out in, like, 2001, I think? Oh, shoot, of course I didn't write down the year. This was early aughts. This was an old game. This game sold really, 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 really well, and basically completely blew open Rockstar as a company, and accomplished things that were really unknown at the time. To give you an example, because I wrote these stuff down, this is nuts. They had thousands accounts. It was 2001, I was right. They had thousands of lines of recorded dialogue. Basically, everyone is voiced in this game. There are games now that don't do that. This was in 2001. And they had full voice acting for everyone. Second point, they had, and I actually didn't know this one until I was doing my background research, they had motion capture. It's more obvious in Vice City and San Andreas, but even in 3, they actually had people out at a lot with people doing motion capture in 2001. Well, 2000 actually, when they were actually developing the game. In order to develop, that's where the animations come from. Think about that for a second. This is on top of the 3 islands thing and the multiple choice missions thing and just all of this. This is what I mean. I was looking at this game and I'm looking into the behind the scenes of this game and it's like, how does this game exist in 2001? I had to do a really long search to find out the whole, the series of events that led to Take-Two eating them and then funding GTA 3. It's not actually very, it's not like there's no, it's not very open and public. I had to kind of follow the trail on that, but I was really wanting to because it made so little sense to me how such an old game could have done so much. As someone in chat just pointed out, this is effectively a AAA game in 2001. Arguably one of the first. This is nuts. This is also a console seller. Now, for those of you who actually don't know what that means, because it's kind of faded a little bit in modern lingo, back in the day, there were games that people would buy a console for. That was actually pretty common. And I actually know 3 people personally who bought a PS2 for this game and for no other reason. And I'm pretty sure that that number is a lot larger than 3. I'm just saying, I know 3 people personally who did that. To give you an idea, the best-selling PS2 game of all time sold 17.33 million copies. This game sold 14.5. 14.5 million copies of this game sold. Think about that for a second. Now, I'm not actually done yet, so please forgive me. But, so they had the thousands of voice acting, they had the actual motion capture. Then they were like, then there's the other thing that really kind of helped sell the game, in my opinion. And that's the Hauser brothers. So, did I write which one's which? I probably didn't, did I? Oh, I didn't. No, yep, I did. So, okay, there's Dan Hauser and Sam Hauser, right? Now, they've been a team since forever, and I've noticed a trend, so I'm going to enter into theory territory for a second. So let's hold up the theory flag. Sam Hauser consistently says that he's kind of hands-off, and he doesn't take credit for things. He just calls himself the producer. Near as I can tell, he's the mainliner, to use my own terminology. He is the showrunner of Grand Theft Auto, and he is the reason why GTA has had a consistent level of quality going throughout it. Now, that's my opinion. I don't actually know if that's true. But he is the producer of pretty much everything from 3 all the way up to Red Dead Redemption 2. And he's been involved pretty much since the beginning, along with his brother Dan. Now, Dan takes all... Now, we've left the theory zone here. Dan takes all the writing credit. He is an excellent writer. Let's be clear about that. And he did some excellent writing. But that brings me... Yeah, he's the Kevin Feige. That's exactly what I mean. There's an interesting thing that happened, and I think this is also part of why GTA 3 worked, because this is a very much a Jurassic Park kind of a game, because all the pieces were in place. He reached out to this dude. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's called Laszlo. Now, I didn't know Laszlo was a real guy until, like, I think San Andreas was the first time I became aware of that. Way in other words, way into the series. And I was just like, wait, huh? He's a real person? And yeah, he's actually a real person who really has a talk show, a radio talk show, or had a radio talk show. He himself has said several times that he has gained more notoriety and fame from the GTA series than from his actual talk show. Yeah, I thought he was a running fictional character, exactly. Here's the catch. Now, Laszlo would end up doing a fairly large amount of writing from Vice City onwards. He would actually be involved in the writing team. But he was still involved in the writing of 3. And I think this is part of why 3 works, because of Chatterbox. How many of you remember Chatterbox in a positive manner? How many? I'll go ahead and raise my hand on that one. Yeah. See, here's the catch, and I want to stress this. Laszlo the character and the writer, the actual person, is one of the biggest reasons why GTA 3 isn't incredibly depressing. And I do legitimately think that helped with its overall approach and presentation when it came out. Because if you actually remove Chatterbox entirely, as well as the adverts from the game, what you have is actually a pretty dark, gritty, unpleasant exaggeration of The Sopranos, which the game was actually modeled after. It's about people dying and about people killing each other and blah, 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 right? Laszlo and his contribution added that necessary levity to it, the Yakuza factor, if you want to think of it in such a way, that helped to add some flavor and, frankly, to set the tone of what the GTA series would be going forward. This is something they would then embrace with Vice City, and has been in every game since then. Now, I'll talk more about that when we get to future games, but I wanted to share one last anecdote. Now, I couldn't source this, so this might be, apocryphal. But from what I understand, and from what I've read, what happened was Dan would basically sit down, and Laszlo would be sitting opposite him, and Dan would basically improv someone calling into the show, and then Laszlo would respond to it, and they'd tape this stuff, and they'd write it down, do a few edits and change around the dialogue, and that would be the calls, the calls that come into Chatterbox. And the two of them talking off each other did that. And I believe that. That's why I'm willing to share it. But again, I couldn't source it, so don't quote me on that. Yeah, it sounds about right, doesn't it? Humanization, it sounds about right. I'm almost through with my 3 notes here. I do want to share one last thing. Claude? Yeah, Claude. I don't actually know how to pronounce it, because they only say his name in San Andreas, and I don't remember how they said it. But the main guy, right? Fido. Whoops, excuse me. Claude? Fido was made a silent protagonist very much on purpose. It was kind of the trend at the time, if you'll remember. Silent protagonists, non-voiced protagonists were pretty normal at that point in history. And so they just kind of didn't really think about it. I only mention this because going forward, they hated that. Every interview I've ever seen has been like, oh my God, why did we make him mute? And you'll notice they've never done that since. They made fun of it in San Andreas, and actually made him a mute character, maybe. But they were just like, eh. And so then we have Tommy Vercetti and CJ, Carl Johnson, and Nico Bellic, and the trio, and so forth and so on. But they never did that again, because he's a silent protagonist, and it caused them issues story-wise. Which brings me to my point, and this is funny that D. Daniel actually asked that. Why 10,002? Or is that 100,002? Anyways, I think making Clyde, Fido, a mute character was actually a mistake. Now, obviously, this is hindsight speaking here. I'm not going to ding the game for it, probably. But the fact that he's mute does actively hurt the storytelling of the game. Because of the same reason it usually hurts a game which has a lot of voice acting and one mute character. That can work if it's much less of a ratio. See Half-Life, for example. Because mostly the people are talking to each other and not to you. You're just kind of the wrecking ball, right? But in GTA 3, basically, Claude is not a character. And unlike certain other games, he's not blank slate enough. Because we actually do have characterization for him, despite the fact that he's not a character. We know Cloud, I'm going to go with Fido, is that cool? We know Fido is someone who is a psychopath. A legitimate monster psychopath. I've actually talked about this before. He's basically Trevor without any of the charm. I know that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. And he is characterized in several ways throughout the course of the game. This isn't like Doom 4, which actually has a surprisingly good amount of characterization through animation. Basically, while there are ways to make this work, I don't think they did. Let me just summarize my thoughts there. I think they could have made the silent protagonist work. I don't think they did. I think it was a mistake. And for evidence of that, I point to every single other GTA game. from after this point. Okay, so I think that's everything I want to talk about for the behind the scenes and for the making of. I do have one last thing to mention. Yeah, we're not talking about Trevor here. We're not talking about the HD verse. Oh, I suppose I should mention two things. So some people have asked, what the heck does 3D mean and what the heck does HD mean? Actually, there's three. There's 2D, 3D, and HD. And they are completely separate continuities according to the official Rockstar stance on that. So the 3D verse is these three games plus the two Stories games. In fact, I actually have a timeline here, which I wrote down. So the 2D games occur in it's London 1961, which is the first one, London 1969, which is the second one, GTA, which is 1997, and GTA 2, which is 1999. These games, for the 3D verse, we have Vice City Stories was first in 84, then Vice City, which is 86, San Andreas, which is 92, Liberty Stories, which is 98, and then 3, which is, appropriately, 2001. Then we have the HD verse, which I'll talk about later, but the point being that they made a deliberate endeavor to separate the continuities, and that has and since that's the official stance, and since the continuities do reference each other constantly, and yet don't reference outside of the continuity constantly, I'm going ahead and going with that, and we're just going to stick them as completely separate things, AUs, basically, alternate universes. Because, yeah, three Vice City and San Andreas are all surprisingly well connected, but we'll cover that more when we get to Vice City. The second thing I wanted to talk about, this game, Chinatown Wars, is actually part of the HD verse, believe it or not, Pluto Felix. This game is old and crashy. I'm going to do my best, but while I have the possibility of maybe cheating, I'm not 100% sure if I'm actually going to be physically capable of cheating or not. For the most part, we're not even going to try to cheat, which means we're just playing these games legit. Now, you're probably thinking, why are you giving that preface, Lore? Because I know there is a subset of you guys who really enjoy watching me fail and get frustrated. So this is the run for you. Because every GTA game up to 5, so yes, every single one, including 4, is irritating and frustrating to some extent or another. You know what I'm talking about. Don't front. How many of you remember the flight missions or the zero missions in San Andreas? How many of you remember the helicopter missions in Vice City? How many of you remember having to steal cars without taking any damage and a time limit in 3? How many of you remember massive arcs, missions that take, upwards of 30 minutes with no checkpoints in 4? So yeah, this is going to be frustrating. You're welcome. All right, now let's see if I can get it running. So we're going to do a couple things here. We're going to hit that, and we're going to hit that. I'm going to hand off for a second. So this is what we call a bad sign. I review every game, henceforth humanization, so yes is the answer. Okay, so that is a horrifically bad sign. Oh my god. So I streamed this Saturday, so I can literally prove that it was working as of two days ago. Huh. Let's try this. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now I got to get rid of it because this is a very finicky setup to do this. Close that, close that, close that. Turn this off. There we go. Now, I'm going to need you guys to verify if the game is actually streaming, because I can no longer see it. There's going to be some screen tearing, and there's nothing I can do about that, so don't ask.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
Criminal shot by girlfriend accomplice. Court finds armed robber guilty by unanimous verdict.
Liberty City is in shock today as the police and emergency services deal with the aftermath of a devastating attack on a police convoy this morning. As yet, no details have been released about the prisoners being transferred in the convoy, and no group has claimed responsibility. The convoy left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons to Liberty Penitentiary. The attack took place on the Callahan Bridge, leaving few witnesses and the bridge itself severely damaged. Some of the convicts are thought to have perished in the explosion that followed the initial attack. Revelations as to the professionalism of the attack struck police hours afterward, when identification of the missing felons were further hampered by an attack by computer hackers on police headquarters databases. With the Porter Tunnel project falling behind schedule, this disaster leaves Portland isolated from the rest of the city.
Come on! Senor Dickhead! It's no problem to kill you. You're gonna be sorry.
So, bonus question. Who is that? The person they're rescuing?
Aye, get lost.
So I see several people saying Salvatore Leone, or however you pronounce his stupid name. You are very wrong. But I can't tell you the guy's name because he doesn't have one.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
I'm going to open this door without any issue. One moment, I need to check an option. There it is. No. That's a little better. So, funny story. You remember the old guy you rescue for Donald Love? That's him. He's the guy who ends up leaving the country with Donald Love. He's referred to as, I think, Old Oriental Gentleman or something like that. Now, the reason I asked that question is for the longest time, I was like, oh, yeah, no, they're rescuing Leone. That makes sense, you know, given the story arc of the first chapter. And then I was like, well, hang on. That doesn't actually look a lot like him. So I went and looked it up, and sure enough, it's a random guy who doesn't even have a name. So, as usual, we end up getting rescued. Basically, one of the things that's a really common element in the GTA games is stuff happens basically because of pure random luck. And this is going to be a very common element in this series. I think Dan, the head writer, is very fond of the concept of things happening and then covering the consequences of them. Because, yeah, we're nobody. That's the whole point. In all three of the games we're going to be covering, we're basically nobody. And life just kind of rolls over us, and then the game ensues. And we'll kind of cover that as we go, obviously. So, whoops, wrong button.
Screw about it. I'm naked and I feel so good.
Well, what about winter?
What do you mean?
You know, I mean, what about winter? When the wind blows and it's really cold, I mean, do you prance about like a ninny waiting for your privates to go blue?
I was born naked and I'm gonna die naked.
And all shriveled up by the sound of things.
Winter was invented by clothing companies. Clothes are unnecessary. They're ugly. Have you ever cooked in the nude?
No, look, is this leading anywhere? Because, I mean, we've got a lot of other people waiting to talk about real things here.
Nudity is real. Open your eyes. Take off your pants. Come on. Come on, Laszlo. You can be a figurehead for Liberty City Naturists. We have more members now for the first time since 1977. Nudity is back. A lot of people are into nudity and really understand the spiritual side.
What? of hanging out with loads of naked chicks. I mean, I see the fun in it, but I just think clothes have distinct advantages, like not accidentally cooking yourself, or when you're working on a building.
We're not swingers. It's not about sex. It's about being one with the world.
All right, dude, groovy, hug a rainbow. It's time for a public service announcement from Donald Love.
Hello, I'm Donald Love. Under my guidance, Love Media has emerged as the fastest-growing U.S.-run media conglomerate of the past 5 years. With newspapers, television, and radio stations across the U.S. and the free world, alongside a wide array of industrial and technology interests, we at Love Media ensure you get the truth behind the story every time. From films to dog food, from radio to pop music, you can be sure of independent, quality-led broadcasting every time you tune in. That's why we're the fastest-growing cable supplier and health insurance provider in the Northeast, and why our new satellite in China is something all Americans can be proud of. Here at Love Media, we are proud of what we have done to help America and to help hard-working Americans relax. For investment opportunities or information about our new interactive television service, please go to www.lovemedia.tv.
Ooh, that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. All right, let's go to line 8. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Bob from Pine Creek.
Hey, what's up, Bob from Pine Creek?
So I've been listening to your show. There's always people going on about problems in school. Guns, people showing disrespect to teachers, drugs. Schools are breeding grounds for crime, ain't they?
Well, I guess it seems that way.
Well, I got a real simple solution. Shut them down. Shut down the schools and you shut down the problem. No more dead teachers, no more angry students.
Well, but you don't think...
No, I don't. Never. Now listen to me. It makes perfect sense. Kids these days, they complain a lot, but you know what? It costs even more. I mean, shoes, books, toys, even special tiny furniture, pets, that sort of crap. It's all about me. Me. Well, not my Johnny. No, sir. I'm learning him the value of good, hard work. Learning him good. At 3, we taught him how to clean the bathroom. If you left so much as one hair on the soap, it was off to bed with no dinner. You know what? He went to bed hungry only 20, maybe 30 times. He learned. Now, he brings his mother lunch in bed every day so she can sleep in. Let me tell you, everyone should have their kids serving up food. He even cooks for the whole family. These days, he's getting too big to sweep chimneys, so now he's a paralegal at Rake and Pound. He's 7 and he's making imagine me $23,000 a year. And on weekends, he doesn't go to the mall, play soccer, read, or do any of that kind of stuff. No. He works in the basement of a marketing company making photocopies all night. Hell, he'd go to sleep during the day. That's another $8,000 right there. So now, I'm buying me a bass boat and trailer. What do you say to that?
Well, it sounds kind of like exploitation to me.
Exploitation? Man, you bleeding hearts kill me. Johnny's mine. He's my kid. How can I exploit something I own? Exploitation. You sound like a communist. Kids in Russia, they don't work. That's why everything's so messed up over there. You have to wait in line for toilet paper. And their space station was made out of milk cream. I'll tell you, working for a living is the American way. That, and the only thing more American is having folks work for you.
That sounds a little oppressive and even despotic.
Exactly, Laszlo. You hit the nail on the head that time. He's my kid. I'm telling you, just shut the schools down, make the kids work. That book stuff's all for sissies anyway.
And doctors and politicians, lawyers, and whatever. I can't be bothered to argue with you, but I do feel sorry for your little Johnny, the 7-year-old cook, chimney sweep, paralegal photocopier, because his daddy's an idiot. Let's take a quick break.
Phil and I...
What? This is your reminder. No politics on the stream. We can do parody, but no real stuff, okay? This is a parody. Also, yes, I actually meant to mention this earlier. Donald Trump is parodied in this game. It's okay. It's okay. I'm pretty sure Donald Trump in real life isn't a cannibalist. Because for those of you not aware, Donald Love, his parody character within Grand Theft Auto 3, is a cannibal.
And we'll send you a giraffe overnight. PetsOvernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
All right, you are listening to Chatterbox, hosted by me, Laszlo.
This is the place right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes.
tutorials. Some people complained that Grand Theft Auto 4 was over-tutorialized. Validly, because they keep tutorializing even into the second island. Some people forget that they did that in all the GTAs.
Me and him go back, so I can probably get you some work. Come on, let's go.
Think of all the things you know. I just want to buy a stick.
Let's go around the back and use the service door.
Yeah, 8-Ball basically leaves the narrative in like 2 missions. Oh, by the way, cutscenes are skippable. In 2001. In engine.
Wait here, man, while I go in and talk to Luigi.
Just point it out. Awesome, Darth Trinius. So...
got some business upstairs. Well, maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls. So keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you. Now get out of here.
Which ones, if you don't mind my asking, Blue Alex? So, that's Don Pasqualeone, I think. I'm pronouncing his name incredibly wrong, so please forgive me. But he's actually an actor I love. Like, unironically, he's a fantastic actor. And he's such a minor role in this game. But he was basically the beginning... he was the beginning of a very common trend in the GTA series, which is getting various actors and celebrities to voice in them. That'll obviously in GTA 3 they didn't get that many big names because it was kind of their first break. But as of Vice City, they started to get television stars, and out of San Andreas, well, they have Samuel L. Jackson, for God's sakes. So makes sense, Blow Up Alex. We're probably used to playing this in 4x3 rather than 16x9, Zeiss, which is what we're playing it in. Hang on a second. So the problem with the audio is there's no actual equalizer, so it's not playing it properly, to put it as simply as I can. That's just the custom radio station. Speaking of which, just occurred to me, plus the gameplay. I've already got 2 story pluses, by the way. Several people have asked, how am I going to deal with copy wrong? This is how. Oh no, it's copy wrong! And then I hit R very quickly, and then it's gone. That's how.
Don't say, not my test. Not while I have a breath in my body and hope in my soul.
That's because most people who do it Pipeliner just shift immediately off of it. Hey look, it's bad fellas.
Luigi said to give you this, so here, take it.
Attached to my thumb.
There's a new high on the street. Goes by the name of Spank. Some wise guys been introducing this trash to my girls down Portland Harbor. Go and introduce a bat to his face. Then take his car, respray it. I want compensation for this insult.
Okay, what is his name? He was in the first Matrix film. That's probably where most people know him from. So okay, we're going to follow Jay's thing here. We're going to go ahead and play nice and responsibly.
It sounds like a great rally, but we're not a political station.
On mouse and keyboard.
You haven't really told us why people should do this. What is it about?
Look, do you want to help or not?
I don't know what I'm helping.
You're helping America. What kind of patriot are you? It's a round.
You don't know what it's for, do you?
Oh, yeah, I need to go get the bat. Damn it.
Please come, everybody. It'll be real good.
Okay,
Right.
I give up the thing.
Say, later on in the show, if you're into health foods or martial arts, we'll have a special guest just for you. This guy's really special. Kind of like a romantic cruise, but he can't walk.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it.
You have a question?
Dude, I call every day and I never get through. It's amazing. You do a great show, man.
Thanks. What's up?
Just for you, Jay.
Serious. Really great. You're like a total inspiration.
And exactly what have I inspired you about?
Well, okay, right now I live at home, but pretty soon, like next week, dude, I'm moving out. It's
So
640, and it's just time to go.
Okay. Did you have anything relevant to say?
Yeah, dude, that bee dude was bogus. Really bogus. That's all. Great show, Laszlo.
I appreciate it.
what?
Wow, you're learning some real skills. How about the salary and benefits?
Yesterday, I made $1.
See, that's the kind of dedication we have to our employees and the quality of our shoes. Eris running shoes. Always running from something.
Buying a gift for the guy that has everything? Log on to petsovernight.com.
One of the things I like about this game is that I have to now pause the game to say thank you very much, Ice Tray. Ice Tray. Ghost Trick. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, Zed Slayer. But it's possible the answer is no, but I'm certainly not willing to risk it. Like, if you want to risk the fact that GTA 3 just doesn't actually show up on the VODs, that's up to you, but I'm just gonna not try. Thanks. Anyways, the radar zooms out when you speed up, so you can see further ahead the faster you're going. Now, I also kind of dislike that feature, if I'm being completely honest, because it basically incentivizes you to drive as fast as possible, which, near as I can tell, is exactly the point. And they want you to be zooming around all over the place, possibly running over people. Hey, the cops won't recognize me even though I didn't have a wanted level anyways. Forgive me for not talking as much as I usually do. I suppose some of you actually like that. Believe it or not, I'm concentrating because I kind of want to not screw this game up. Strange. Alright, how many of you have banged up the car driving into the garage and then had to go and pay and spray it again? Hang on, I'm stuck. Give me a second. There we go, there we go. Do you know you could push cars like that? There we go. You're probably wondering why we get paid so much damn money. It's actually a feature unique to 3. Basically, if you take all the money and divide it by, I think, 10? then you'll have the same figures the other games have. And you'll notice that's exactly how it is in the future. Like, paint spray, instead of costing 1,000, costs 100, and it's the same thing with how much money you make. Nothing to do with me. I suppose that's just inflation talking, since, you know, this game happens after any of the other ones in the previous series.
That's a tasty
Okay, hang on. Really? Yeah, but it's actually not working at all. This is me hitting R shift.
Oh, you look like my dog. You baby, I feel so good.
Yeah, I might actually want to rebind that, given some of the later missions. Still not working. Whoa! Oh, you're right. I forgot that certain weapons don't let you sprint. There we go. I actually forgot about that.
I had it on a combo. What am I gonna do? Wait. Hey, I gotta talk to you. All right, Mick. I'll talk to you later.
I love the wide arm stance.
Don's son, Joey Leone. He wants some action from his regular girl, Misty. Go pick her up at Hepburn Heights, but watch yourself. That's Diablo turf. Then run her over to his garage in Trenton and make it quick. Joey ain't the kind you keep waiting. Remember, this is your foot in the door. So keep your eyes on the road and off Misty.
Listen, I'm not gonna sleep with your frickin' whore, okay? Oh yeah, I suppose I should mention a PG-13 warning, but you wanna hear something funny? I did a little looking into it. 3 has the least cussing of, like, all of them. Whatever.
What the dealio?
After morning meditation.
Like, as soon as they hit Vice City and San Andreas, it's cuss, 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 cuss. This game had surprisingly little.
You're kind of a scrawny, pasty dude. It says on the inside cover of your book that you still live in your parents' basement.
Okay, it's not a basement. I prefer a center for spiritual enlightenment. In chapter 17 of my book, which I know you've read, I address the dangers of cynicism. Laszlo, a closed mind is like a closed fist, and karate means open hand, but it might as well mean open mind. If you like wheatgrass, I think...
You're looking like you left the Luigi now, huh? It's about time you got a try
Dancing around in leggings, shouting,
Okay, Laszlo, I'm warning you this time. Do not make me angry. It's bad for my karma, and it will definitely be bad for your karma. I studied the martial arts so I can stand up to police just like you, and I encourage everyone listening out there on Chatterbox to buy my book and learn how organic food and martial arts can help you too.
And I encourage anyone who needs a doorstop or a booster seat to buy it as well. Let's see who's on the phones.
Random screams for no reason. That's gonna be a thing, by the way. So here's an odd question for you guys. How many of you prefer the driving in the 3Ds, and how much do you prefer the driving in 4?
I'll be with you in a minute, Sparkplug. Hey, I'm Joey. Luigi said you were reliable, so come back later. There might be some work for you. All right?
So... And he's just gonna keep honking, Sitzler. He's just gonna keep honking. 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 Anyways, I love how many varied answers I just got for which drive-in they prefer, because that's the point. And I'll bring that up when we get to the HD games, but they decided to go with a different driving model when it came to 4, and another different one when they came to 5. And I bring that up because I don't think either one is innately inferior or superior to the other. I really don't. They are just very different methods of driving. And some people prefer one, and some people prefer the other. I prefer 5s if I had to have a choice, but I know I didn't give you that choice. I'll have to see what I think of 4s when we get there. The biggest thing I remember about 4 is flying through the window many, many times. Like, just constantly. Oh, I accidentally hit a thing.
Some Diablo scumbag has been pimping his scuzzy bitches in my backyard. Go and take care of things for me. If you need a piece, go around back of Amno Nation opposite the subway.
So, you can see how they're still kind of... Hey, it's the Fudge Packing Corporation. They're still kind of tutorializing here. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, honk, honk. Hey, look, 3 identical women. Those 2 are the robots. I'm trying to keep the camera relatively steady for you guys, by the way. Normally I do this when I'm playing, but, you know. Let us fill your box. Yes, Ardith. I'm not worried about Chatterbox.
What I want to do is not move.
Real, yo. He's a nice guy. What's up?
Yeah, there's no map, by the way. There's the mini-map, but there's no actual map. Well, yeah, didn't you see it, Colin Palooza? Hang on, guys. Colin Palooza didn't see the ad. So there's a Fudge Packing Corporation. Right there, see? Fudge Packing Corp. Collection, sorting, and shipping. Let us fill your box. Whoa! That damn shotgun. It's our first death. It is a, oh, hang on. Now we gotta wait for this. 2001, Mike Romano. Not every cutscene is skippable. Okay. Fortunately, I just lost my gun. That sucks. Yes, Mr. Red. It definitely has nothing to do with anal sex.
The latest anime design. So we'll go ahead and skip the cutscene. Just demonstrating that. And our target. Yeah, the city is pretty dour, I think is the word I want to use. If you'll notice, when we get to Vice City, it'll be very apparent. They went out of their way to make Vice City as colorful and vibrant as possible. Now, part of that is because it's, you know, Miami Vice, but the other reason is because of addressing complaints about this game being too gray and dour. Actually, no, Grand Theft Auto 4 still did not have checkpoints. The first Grand Theft Auto game to have checkpoints was The Lost and the Damned. Or, no, that's wrong too, isn't it? It was Ballad of Gay Tony. It was one of the two. So like I said, irritation. Right, rain. This is New York. You can tell because everyone here is a horrible human being. Oh, do not remind me of that stupid bank heist. Oh, God. I'm going to turn down the control mouse. God, it's already down. I swear I have music other than Shovel Knight on this playlist. It just plays it linearly. Well, that's an interesting question, Kevin. But the answer is yes. Hell, I like GTA 4, so what the hell do I know? That one. Wow, he lived through that. Wow! How are you living through this? Holy crap! Okay, take 3. Where's my counter? We'll do a death counter. Ah. I have no memory of even dying on this mission. I'm really weirded out by this. I've got an idea. I'll just go ahead and steal a cop car. So, this brings up to mind... Oh my god, it's unlocked. Okay, these have like a 10% chance to be unlocked. Anyways, by the way, we can do vigilante, ambulance, and taxi missions as of right now if we really wanted to. We're not going to.
I'll bust your ass.
Yes, you get a shotgun just for getting a PC. Or for getting a police car. PC, I mean, what do you want from me? I'm just trying to roleplay a real-life cop, Revan Stick. Anyways. The only downside with cop cars is that they don't have radio stations. Actually, they all have that problem. Just gonna chill for a second. Should be long enough. Theoretically. Okay, I'm surprised it's lasting this long. I really am. 1 stars go away really quickly, usually. I've already had a 1 star this run, and it's already gone. There we go. Yeesh. Alright, take 3. I mean 1. Definitely the first time we're trying this. You're under arrest! If I could... Alright, I can't move while aiming. Oh, God. I had 1 health left. Hey, the pistol is now in stock at Ammunition. Yeah, don't clip nothing, unless you want it to be in the highlights reel. As a reminder, and I'll say this at the beginning of every stream, as I usually have been, the only way the highlights reel exists is because of you guys clipping it. Do remember that. or be destroyed.
You got any pride in this?
The policeman's ball is being held at the old school hall near the Callahan Bridge, and they'll be looking for some old school action. Now, I got girls all over town walking the street. Get them to the ball. They'll make a bundle. Get as many of them as you can before the cops drink away their green.
I mean, isn't that normal for cops to, you know...
Oh, my
God, I can't even joke about this. I'm just gonna move on. Where's there? Damn it. Okay, fine. We'll go for the next one. Oh, there she is. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm fine, Pipeline.
Good one. Okay, first things first, my man. You need to stop the negative thinking. And the
Oh, come on. I totally had that. Ah, there we go. Totally intentional. Go, let's go, let's go. I actually don't remember how many a van takes, to be completely honest. Dude, they love getting in my van. You kidding me? They listen to my channel like, dude, where did you get this music? And I'm like, from about 10 years from now. And then they just look at me weird. Oh, okay. It is 3. What do you know? I thought it was either 3 or 5, and I couldn't remember, so I was just saying, screw it. Dude, I always listen to music from the future. Hell yeah. You should listen to post-modern, anarchistic monarchist. That is some really good music right there. Get out! Get away from the vehicle. There we go. I don't remember if I need all of them. If I do, I'm probably about to fail yet another mission. I love failing missions. It's actually what I dream of every day. Last night I was dreaming about failing GTA. Actually, that's not a lie. That really did happen. It was quite embarrassing. I was trying to do this one mission, and I couldn't figure out how to do it for the life of me. And I'm like, but this... I know how to do this mission. Why isn't this working? And it just wasn't working, and everyone was making fun of me. It was a fun dream. Right, Max Time. Alternate universe. Alternate universe. Keep forgetting. Get in. Get in. I knew it, Innocents. And they're all gonna make fun of me. They're all gonna make fun of me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So that you probably noticed that I wasn't watching. You probably didn't notice. I wasn't actually watching the screen. I was watching the mini-map there. Because I don't have a... what in the world? I don't have... oh god, right, I forgot about that. GPS? That's the word. I don't have GPS, and I don't have a proper map, and by the way, the map itself doesn't really have icons like it will in future games. So basically, I tend to glance over there often to try and figure out where the hell I am. So, If you see me just suddenly run into someone who was right in front of me, that's why. It's because I literally wasn't looking at the screen. I mean, I was looking at the lower left of the screen, but you know what I mean. What do you mean, random guy? Like, oh crap, I got a wanted level for that one. Yeah, that one's a little... I don't think I'm going to make this. I know I'm not going to make this. Get in. Mission failed. So, oh, mission passed. Woo! I got enough. Yay!
Originally transcribed in Braille to a chaste Belgian monarch after he lost his hearing. This powerful feud can overpower the senses.
I have no idea how you highlight. But remember, highlights rely on you guys. Like, okay, if you ask me about tone, I'm just going to say that my favorite GTA games by memory are San Andreas and 5.
You got any bright ideas what to...
Hey, I'm bored. When you gonna drill me?
In a moment, sweetheart. I got a little business to take care of. I got a little job for you, pal. The Ferrelli brothers have owed me money for too long, and they need to be taught some respect. Lips Ferrelli is stuffing his fat face in the St. Mark's Bistro, so steal his car, take it to 8 Ball's bomb shop up in Harwood. You know 8 Ball, right? Once he's fitted it with a bomb, go park the car where you found it. Then sit back and watch the whole show. But hurry up, he won't be eating forever.
Man, I don't frickin' know, Colin Palooza. I suppose I'll say this. I do think GTA 4 is incredibly well written, but it is also a wee bit too dark for me. You know? I prefer it when there is a lighter... Well, lighter's the wrong word. But I do prefer when there is some kind of comedic tone to the games. IMO.
What's going on about killing you? What a moron! I mean, just read a newspaper.
Yeah, I need some Go music for this one. Hey, Lee Andrews. Although I just realized I didn't do my usual say hello to everyone. Hi, everyone. What is up, guys? Oh my gosh. Love the car physics in 3. Yeah. Eat till you explode! Aw.
Needs more mozzarella.
The wall is flashing, which means that the owner of the station has an important announcement to make. Let's go live to his office.
Hello, my name is Donald Love. You're listening to a Love Media station. Enjoy.
Wow, man, that was deep. You know, I really like working here. This station, it feels like my second family. Except that we have a snack machine. And I tell you, working here beats the hell out of digging sewage ditches outside Kuala Lumpur. All right, let's go to the phones. Hello.
There is, Mike Romano. It's kind of irritating, if I'm being honest. There is a way to advance time, but you can only do it by 4 hours at a time. Because, you know, that's how that works. Forgive me for being quiet so much. There's so much voice acting, there's so little time for me to talk, which is actually kind of awesome. You'd rather hear them than me. You don't like Shovel Knight music, Alex? Everyone kill Alex immediately. As horribly and brutally as you could possibly think of. Force him to eat Italian until he explodes. Actually, I did, the nobody. I was lucky enough to pick up the GTA series. Whoops, I need to activate the bomb. There we go. I was lucky enough to pick up GTA 3 when it came out. In fact, I actually played GTA 1 or 2 or London or the other London, and I don't know which one. Don't ask me. Way back in the day. And didn't really know what it was. How can you explode from eating Italian? Well...
What? Hey, my
Any questions? Get out of the car.
Here's a song you're not. Man, get me in a scrub and I'm safe. I'll take anybody down.
Oh, it's gonna happen, Compaliso. You watch.
I got fly skills, hopscotch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see your point, but, you know, you'd be a little cranky, too, if your empire had fallen apart over the last 100 years. And speaking of commerce, it's time for some commerce here. Let's go to commercials. We'll be back after this.
Has your marriage gone stale? Has the spark gone out of your love life? Looking to add a little adventure to the monotony of monogamy? Hello, I am Fernando Martinez, founder of Fernando's New Beginnings, a revolutionary new way of saving your marriage. We understand how 2 kids and a mortgage can take the passion out of your life. With our 3-step program, you'll rediscover romance guaranteed.
Hi, my name's Phil. I've got 3 kids, 2 cars, and a mortgage. My love life was going stale, even before my wife's car accident. Then I called New Beginnings. Thanks to Fernando, I'm still married. But on Wednesday afternoons, I meet Barbara at the motel by the turnpike.
See? The passion is back. Phil's marriage is saved, and his kids will have a daddy to look up to. Call New Beginnings today. 555-9292. It will be a miracle. I guarantee it. Fernando's New Beginnings. We turn an ending into a new beginning.
Thank you very much, Frozen Hollow Fox. Very much obliged as always, sir. Do you happen to know where you want to put that one? That guy just stole my car. He just stole my car. I was writing down the donation. What the hell? You die for that.
Chunky Lee Chong is pushing Spank for some new gang from Colombia or Colorado or something. I'm not really sure. Who needs details? Anyway, he's got a noodle stand down in Chinatown. That rat has sold his last stir fry. I want you to take him out. If you need a piece, go around back of Ammunition opposite the subway. Sort yourself with a 9. You know where it is, right? Well, remember, just watch your back in Chinatown. It's Triad territory.
Which one, Frozen? Yeah, apparently I should have been locking my doors. In fact, apparently everyone should be doing that. I'll take this car now. There we go.
The other day, I'm over at the hospital to have lunch with my girlfriend Cherie, and this maniac comes right up on my bumper, flashing his lights, and I'm like, hey guy, the light is red, you can't just come up behind me honking and flashing your lights. Then he gets over this megaphone and says, to the woman in the Teal Naibatsu monstrosity, please move to the side. Can you believe it? I mean, who has a megaphone rigged into their car? People are so obnoxious these days, and rude. I mean, I tell my nanny to teach my kids some manners.
You know, I think that's a lesson to us all. All right, hello, next caller, you're on Chatterbox.
Hello, Laszlo. Is that woman say she was a nanny? Because Freddy needs a nanny because he's been a very naughty boy.
No, no nannies. Let's go to our next caller, all right.
Colonel James Team, United States Marine Corps, 2nd Battalion. Laszlo, that caller made a really valid point. These kids today have no respect for us. Would whip them into shape.
The military.
That's right. The military teaches you respect, obedience, and gives you a good pitch. These kids that thought they were going to be millionaires, look where the super information highway has gotten them. Nowhere. It's a dead end. Uncle Sam takes care of his boys. And some girls. If more people would join the military, this would be a better country. These kids don't respect veterans. We fought for your freedom. When I came back from the Australian-American War, I didn't get a hero's welcome. I didn't get a pat on the back from my friends and neighbors saying, thanks for fighting for our freedom, Jane. After years of fighting in the trenches, I come back here and everyone's watching TV.
Now, can you tell me what this Australian-American War was? I mean, I really never heard of it.
God, not another one. Have you read a history book lately, son? The Australian-American War was the biggest war since the big one. I tell you, I didn't do 2 tours and take boomerang shrapnel in my head so I could come back here and have a bunch of hippies deny history. Those Aussies are ruthless. They even wired kangaroos with explosives. Come hopping into camp, knock out 10 guys.
Well, thanks for the history lesson. All right, let's go over here. Hello, caller. You're on.
Joey told me to tool you up. Just go around the back of the shop. I left you at 9 in the yard.
They just don't take no guff from nobody, Pipe.
Yes. Why are you calling in today?
Because I need some advice. I ain't doing any of that shrink shit.
If you swear again, we're gonna have to cut you off. This is a family show.
Sorry. I'm just a little unhappy, a bit agitated, real angry. It's my ma. She don't think I'm a real man. Can you imagine that? I mean, I do a man's job and all, but she treats me like a little boy. All I get is your pa this and your pa that, and you ain't a real man, Tony, and it's driving me freaking nuts.
Well, Tony...
Tony? How'd you know my name was Tony? You're tracing this call? Because if you are, you're gonna get real intimately acquainted with what your brains look like. My name ain't Tony, okay?
Okay.
But my mom, she keeps going, Tony, be a real man. Stand up for yourself. Don't take no shit. But all I do is to be a good son. And I want her to show that she cares for me. Show that she loves me. And, you know, say I was a good kid. But it seems like nothing's ever good enough for her. You know what I mean? What do I do?
Well, Toad, I mean, sir, you know, in life we have a lot of obligations, and we just kind of have to face up to them. And right now, I'm obligated to play some commercial announcements. We'll be back right after this.
We've got a new friend for everyone. He's got fur and a tail. He gets in lots of trouble, but he's a bouncy little fellow, because he's got springs for legs. Pogo the Monkey, the best new video game for the whole family.
I love you, Pogo. You bounce.
Help Pogo escape from the evil research laboratory where the mean old scientist genetically altered him. Uh-oh, the pharmaceutical scientist is going to get you, Pogo.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a gold coin.
Good thing Pogo has a banana cannon. Those nasty scientists deserve to die. Now get the shampoo manufacturers before they squirt it in your eye.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a diamond.
You'll guide Pogo through tons of fun adventures, including saving Timmy, who fell down the well.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a big watch.
Rescue a cat out of that tree with your banana cannon, Pogo.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a fast car.
And help Pogo to his final mission, to storm the White House with his friends and become President of the United States. Pogo the Monkey is the game kids are sure to stare at for hours. Everyone loves Pogo. Idiot Gamer called Pogo the best spring and simian game since bouncing bananas. Buy the game Pogo the Monkey today. Right, Pogo? And coming soon, Pogo the Monkey card game, Pogo the Monkey plastic dolls, Pogo the Monkey quilt covers, and Pogo the Monkey car covers. For the dad who has everything, why not a Pogo the Monkey tie-in sports jacket? For the lady in your life, why not Pogo the Monkey chocolates and hygiene products so she smells like a real monkey? And for kids, a life-size, living, breathing, springing monkey. All available at PogoTheMonkey.com.
All right, Liberty. Actually, I can't say that I do. But if I did eat too much squirrel and put on a few extra pounds, I'd use the Dormatron. Unlike those other exercise machines that require you to be awake, the Dormatron actually exercises you overnight. Let's learn a little bit more about it.
I've tried everything, and I just couldn't keep those extra 200 pounds off. It started to affect my marriage.
She was too big for me, and I'll sleep with anything.
The Abdometrix, the thigh size, and tummy stapling. I've had my mouth sewn up, my hands chopped off. You name it, I've tried it.
Yeah, except for exercising and eating right, Porky.
That's right, honey. Then I found the Dormatron. Using a new technology called biorhythmic subconscious gymnastics, the Dormatron exercises you while you sleep. Just strap in your arms and legs, put on the Dormatron headset, then wrap yourself in the special high-voltage electric blanket. Turn it on to 11 and burn those pounds away while you have a relaxing night's sleep. Now that I've lost 280 pounds, my husband's all mine again.
That's right, honey. No more escort services for me. Don't be fat a day longer than you have to. Remember, being fat can even ruin a romantic cruise. Call Dormatron now at 1-800-SLEEP-OFF-LARD or visit www.sleepofflard.com and sleep your way to a thinner, happier you. I'm a marketing manager who lives in the suburbs and commutes to work on the highway. I live alone, so of course I needed a car that could seat 12 and is equipped to drive across Arctic tundra. It just makes me feel better.
The new Maibatsu monstrosity. Mine is bigger.
Oh, what a...
I gotta go on vacation. All right, we're gonna hit the payroll van. It leaves the edge of Chinatown every day. Bullets won't even dent the van's armor, so get a car and ram it off the road. Now hit it hard, and the punk-ass security guard should bail. And take it to the warehouse at the docks, and my guys are gonna take over from there. Now, it won't be doing its rounds all day, so don't hang around.
No, Jay. And thank you very much, Lee Andrews. Very much appreciate the support. Thank you, sir. And, oh, that would have been... Oh, I can still get it. I can still get it. Here.
My tuba!
Your tuba is... I can't think of anything funny. I'm not funny. See, I can't do that.
And it is impossible. Impossible, I tell you.
Okay, and speaking of impossible, Jane from Cedar Grove is on the line, and she wants to talk about how difficult it is being a parent today. Hello, Jane.
Hi, Laszlo. I love the show. I'm a first-time caller. I wanted to say something about these video games. They are warping our kids' minds. My son's dog, Hugo, got hit by a truck, and he says, Mommy, Mommy, where's the reset button? Kids these days, they think life is a game. Well, it's not a game, Laszlo. It is very, very serious. I let my kids play video games, and now he runs around the house looking for gold coins. This is teaching our children to go chase money. My little Sam's been playing these video games called Pogo the Monkey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
The shop teacher called me today.
Like I did.
Boys, let's go.
All right, hello, next caller. You're on Chatterbox.
I want to talk about that tag stuff. You say it's bad. It's not bad to you at all. Why aren't you talking? Oh, you think I'm strange? Right on the air. Hello? Answer me, you pansy.
What's your question?
Bang! 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 Bang!
What about it? I mean, that's not really a question. Questions usually start with words like how and why, and they end with your voice going up like this.
Don't mock me. I know where you work. You're just another rat.
How's that?
It's quite a meeting room, and you say they use it to control us.
You got a license? Take him out! This is
Okay, that was close. That was actually really close there. Ah. Things I do for you guys.
My taxes pay your salary, you pansy.
Sir, this is a commercial radio station owned by Love Media. Advertising revenue pays my salary. And on that note, it's been 2 full minutes since a commercial, but I'd like to say, if anyone else is stressed, might I recommend Equinox from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals. We'll be back after these important messages.
Sell out.
I used to be concerned and nervous about the future. Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth or a family funeral. Hey, sometimes you need a little help navigating life's trouble spots. That's when I discovered Equinox.
After the divorce and losing little Tommy, life was getting me down. I couldn't focus on anything at work.
After trying Equinox, I've been Employee of the Month 3 times in a row.
I used to fall unconscious for hours at a time. Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep.
Equinox is new from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals. Ask your doctor about Equinox today.
Equinox may cause nausea, loss of sleep, blurred vision, leakage, kidney problems, and breathing irregularities. Do not take Equinox if you're operating heavy machinery, driving a car, pregnant, of childbearing age, unhappy, or have a family history of mental disorders.
Equinox, softening life's harsh realities.
Tonight.
What? Yeah, I got really lucky on that mission. I'll freely admit it. Holy crap. El Burro wants to offer you an opportunity. Get to the payphone in Hepburn Heights. If you want more info... God, this thing sucked. I swear there's more than Shovel Knight on this playlist. It's just going sequentially. Oops, yep. Alright, I gotta turn it back down. Only 2 channels. Kinda sucks. Okay, so races. This looks like a fast car, right? See you around, Rodden. Well, they know it's him because he doesn't say anything. I might take that car instead. I'd talk a bit about the nature of how cars spawn in this game, but I don't know fully and exactly how it works. I know I could do this. Whoa! I know more about the spawning mechanics in San Andreas than I do about the other 2. Let me put it that way. Basically, it draws stuff based on what's on screen, but also sometimes doesn't draw stuff based on what's on screen. For example, if you just want no traffic, go to the overhead mode. To use an example of that. We gotta do this properly. And we all know the key to a good race is to sabotage the other racers, so we'll do one. Am I missing? I can't tell. Cop, die cop, die cop. Okay. That should be enough. Hang on a second. Oh my god. Well, it kind of worked. I was aiming for the tires, obviously, if you didn't catch that. Get out of the way! Oh my god. Oh god, I missed the checkpoint. You know, the best part is there's no, like, restart mission button. In fact, it's actually faster to do this. But I don't want to lose my gun. I just realized that. I don't want to lose my guns. So let's kill some cops instead. Killing cops is always better than losing your guns. Hey, Dirk. There we go. Much better. So where's that? Oh, there's the checkpoint. How did I miss that? Whatever. I got this, guys. I got this. I'm gonna win this. Oh, jeez. Ugh. God, this thing's squirrely as hell right now. Hang on. There we go. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Hang on. I'll take this one instead. There we go. Yeah, don't mind me. Just another day at the office. Nothing to see here, officer. Nothing to see here. Just another pig going about his business. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. We're cool. We're cool. Everything's cool here. Oh, we're cool. We're cool. We're cool. Oh my God! Would you stop ramming me when I'm already... Okay, we're out. We're out. I guess I'll downgrade to a car here. I guess it's actually an upgrade if you think about it. So there we go. We're back up to a car. There we go. We got this. We got this. We're gonna win this race. It's gonna be amazing. This is gonna be incredible. Okay, let's run that guy over really quick. Very important. Go after this one. Then we gotta go. Oh, hang on. We gotta go around again. There we go. There we go. Just spin. We're just. It's spin to win, but kind of in a different expression of it. Okay, we got this. We got this. We're gonna go over here. So is this the mission where you can steal one of the proof cars? So I suppose I should talk about the proofing at some point. Ignore that guy. He just really needed to get into that building. He was in a hurry. My God. These cops need to learn to chill, slow down, enjoy life a bit more. Oh, I lost. Dang, shucks. I am very upset by this sudden and unexpected turn of events. So there's these things, there's these flags for cars in this game. Bulletproof. Oh gosh. Bulletproof, explosion-proof, collision-proof. I'm trying to remember what all the proofs are. There's a bunch of proofs. There's also all-proof, which actually isn't all-proof. All-proof does not prevent things from dying if they flip over. But there is flip-proof. That is a thing. And generally speaking, these cars are specific for missions, and usually the enemy drives them, not you. But you can go around and do the car. Basically, there's tricks to get a hold of several of these cars, and if you store them in your, if you store them in your garage, you actually get the proof card going forward.
Oh, here's the guy I was telling you about.
Tony.
No mechanic, but he could get things fixed. This is Pop's capo, Tony Cipriani.
Yeah, I'm Tony Cipriani.
Take him to Mama's restaurant at St. Mark's, all right? Now listen to me. I'm planning a job that needs a good driver, so drop by sometime later, okay?
Okay, kid, drive me to the laundry in Chinatown first. I got a bit of business to take care of. Those washerwomen ain't been paying their protection money. And watch the car, Joey just fixed this junk heap, so no fancy crap, okay?
No problem, sir. I got this. Let me just get over here with my 4 wanted level. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, that worked. Somehow. I didn't... Like, that was deliberate, but I didn't think that would work, to be completely honest. There we go. Over here. Okay, you're in the way, so you get to die. Sorry. No fancy crap. No fancy crap. You got that. You got it! Let me just try and drive in a straight line here. There we go. Shake the cops. Damn it! Okay, I don't know where the nearest paint spray is. I really don't. Oh god, now it's raining heavily. Where am I? Excuse me. Oh god. No, it's okay, it's okay. This is gonna work out. This is gonna work out, because Tommy's about to die. Perfect! Okay, so Tony's dead. I just altered the timeline substantially. Map? What map? Cyan Druid here. Let me look at the map. Okay, let's see. Based on the map that I'm currently looking at. While we're here, why not? Come on, come on. There we go. Oh, it's only worth one? Ah, crap. I thought it was getting all of them. Well, whatever. I got rid of 1 star. That's good. That's good. Let's just Okay. Everything is under control. Excuse me. See, I haven't done anything additionally illegal, so we're still at only 3 wanted level. It's cool, Micromono. Everything is cool. I'm trying really hard not to kill the pigs. It's taking serious effort because they are actively shooting at me. And trying to kill me. Oh, no, wrong way. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. Perfect. Now, this guy has a... Oh, no, we're good. We're totally good. Lackluster jump. Okay, now we're just gonna go this way. So some missions actually clear your wanted level, which is what I was trying to do if you were paying attention to that. Obviously, that one did not clear the wanted level. Cool, I got this, guys. I got this. I just need to take this phone, guys. Guys, I want my phone call. I want my phone call. I get my phone call, right? Okay. Thank you for giving me my phone call. I appreciate that some cops have some semblance of decency in this town. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go do the race with a 3-star wanted level, because that'll be much easier than the 4, or was it 2? I actually don't remember. That we were doing last time. We got this, guys. We got this with a burning car. It's time to run over a person accidentally. This is the goal. All of the goal here. My mother is texting me and I'm ignoring her because I'm a terrible son. Just like Tony. Poor Tony. So Tony was the protagonist of Liberty City Stories. You played as him. And you basically followed his rise to becoming the #2 man for the Forelli family. I think it's the Forelli family. Is it the Forellis? Or is it the... I don't remember which family it is. Sorry, comma. I was being chased by lots of cops trying to kill me. Period. We were going to go to Carrabba's, but we ended up going to TGI's instead, comma. I guess it's not gonna... Yeah, it's not gonna get that. There we go. We'll do that. Oop. See? Don't text and drive. Very important question. Go! Nip, 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 nip. Dang cops! Why do you... Ah! Oh my god! Okay. We're cool. Everything's cool. Where's the... Oh, god dang it. It's over here, isn't it? Am I doing the track in reverse? Don't answer that question. It's cool, guys. I got this. Look, there's nothing wrong with killing tons and tons of people, but you do not text and drive. I give up. I give up. But they'll never take me alive. Because we're water soluble. So, like I said, 10% chance. Nope. That would have been nice. Damn. Alright. Worth a shot. Would have gotten a free shotgun. Excuse me. I need a car.
Yes, I do like it.
Oh yeah, water death is not a cool thing, but whatever. Part of the reason they made such a big deal of the water mechanics in San Andreas was because it was the first time.
Child care here in America.
Well, I'm sure. When I was a naughty boy, I would get spanked. Nanny would spank me when I was naughty. And now Freddy needs Nanny, because when Freddy's naughty, he needs to get spanked.
Well, there's some child psychologists who probably say that spanking can be harmful to a child's emotional development.
Absolute rot, Laszlo. It's lovely. Freddy needs a nanny. He needs a nanny, Laszlo, because Freddy's been a very naughty boy.
How old is your son?
Excuse me?
How old is your son?
I don't have children. I can't stand that brat. But Freddy needs a nanny.
All right, that's enough of him. God, who gave this guy a green card? This is Chatterbox. We're talking about short guys, nannies, taxes, and anything sane you'd like to bring to the party. Hello, you are on Chatterbox.
I was listening to that caller about taxes. His views were a little extreme.
So let's try this one more time. Without the cops. Just for a change of pace. Skippable cutscenes are awesome. See, this right here, by the way, is why this would be such a massive negative if cutscenes were not skippable. Imagine if every time you failed a mission, you had to go back every single time and watch the whole cutscene each time. Considering how relatively easy it is to fail missions in all three of these games, really. Just picture that. Oop, too hard. Too hard. So anyways, I was thinking of the wrong race. There's actually a race where you can shoot out the tires before you start. It might be the San Andreas one, but apparently it's not this one. Because I think these are the proof cars I was talking about earlier. Pretty sure I can, in fact, take one of these cars for myself, but it's a colossal pain to do. Because you have to knock one over, and then push it into the garage. Which is exactly as frustrating as it sounds. I could be misremembering. Feel free to correct me. So this is a Pseudo-Lorerun. I don't know jack. It's not just a game series, it's the truth. I have a wanted level. Why do I have a wanted level? I'm just doing street racing with a gang. One of 9, by the way. There are 9 gangs in this city active at this point in the time. Think about that for a second. Really process that. Excuse me. Oh, God dang it. Not now, phone. Kind of busy. Failing again. And that's death. That doesn't count as a wanted level, right? No, it doesn't. Okay,
Not today. Hell no.
This is my car now. You should lock your doors.
Tomorrow, we'll upgrade your system, then you can upgrade your life.
What?
It is my great pleasure to welcome Fernando Martinez.
Hey, look, it's a spam mail.
Says here as the founder of Fernando.
Grand Theft Auto, period.
Revolutionary new way of saving your marriage. Fernando, welcome.
Pleasure is mine, Laszlo. It is an honor to be here. I am feeling better.
Thanks. So tell me about Fernando's new beginnings.
Truly, Laszlo, it is a miracle, a blessing. It is a revolution in the marriage guidance. For my people, marriage is, how do you say, sacred. The bond between the father and the mother, it is made in heaven and in the bedroom. If you know what I mean.
I think so.
For my people, it is the holiest, most sacrosanct thing imaginable. Like a church. Yet, for it to be a happy marriage, it must also be like a brothel. The woman, she must be many, many arts. Be skilled in making house, cooking, changing the diapers of the baby.
God damn it, I can't even hear him. Ah.
A vixen in imaginative, exotic, constantly fresh. It is impossible. You change diapers and then you are a French maid? Fernando thinks not. Fernando knows not.
Well, I mean, you know, it's an age-old problem. I mean, how do you keep the excitement in a marriage?
Excitement, exactly. Passion, danger. How, Laszlo? How? Tell me how, and I give you a big, big kiss. Like I give a woman. But I am not going to give you a big kiss. Not a kiss like I give a woman or even a donkey. Because you do not know.
Well, I mean, in this case, ignorance kind of seems like bliss. I wasn't really up for kissing on air. I mean...
Why not, Laszlo? Am I not attractive? Am I not irresistible even to you? Well, no matter. Why all this talking about kissing?
I mean, you brought it up.
No, my friend. You say you not want to kiss me. I was talking how to say, hypothetically, you make me all personal. It's a big difference. If I say, imagine if your wife was early, you can nod your head. But if I say, hey, Laszlo, your wife, she looked like yesterday's dinner after I eat. You not so happy. It's a big difference, my friend.
Anyway,
the marriage is impossible, Laszlo. If a man was born an angel, maybe impossible. But a man is born a man. And a man with knees. He needs a woman to tuck his babies into the bed. But for his bed, he needs something else. Something magical. A dream. Sueño.
So he starts flirting with this secretary, takes her out for a drink, one thing leads to another, and before you know it, he's found all kinds of uses for the office furniture.
Exactly, Laszlo. I know what you are like. I see it in your eyes. A wanderer, a dreamer, a man who has knees, but an idiot. And I can save you. And I can save your marriage.
My marriage doesn't need saving.
Hey, you are the one mentioning the pretty assisting and the office furniture and the ay caramba, my friend. Listen, Laszlo, and listen very closely. Your marriage is a gift. It's a present from above. But you are a man. I think we see by now you are no angel. I can save you. For when the man, he sees wife all fat, all early, with the dirty diapers and the dirty panties and the scrubby brush and who knows what else, he's not thinking marriage bad. He's thinking about, well, you're thinking about your pretty assistant. We already know that, see?
Go on.
But Laszlo, what if you act on your fantasy for your little secretary with the short skirt and the pretty eyes and come here, come there, smiling? What then, my friend? What then?
I get a sexual harassment suit.
If you are lucky, my friend. But you, more likely, your marriage is ruined, Laszlo. Your sweetheart, she hates you. Your pretty secretary, she wants you to be her man. You back it to square one. My friend, you and 1,000 men like you. For me, once it was so. But then one day, I was driving my car, and I realized, Fernando, you are blessed. You are a miracle. 1,000 miracles rolled into one. You save the marriage, and you save the man. You don't put the marriage first, and you don't put the man first. Maybe we call it man marriage. Then I think to myself, no, this is a bad name. It sounds really dumb. Then I think we call it Fernando's New Beginnings, because that is what it is, a new beginning, Laszlo.
So how does this work?
It is a miracle, Laszlo, a miracle. A man is a good father, a loving husband, the winner of bread 6.5 days a week. On the spare half day, I save his life.
How?
By giving him what he needs in a controlled environment. I give him passion.
What, with you? That kind of sounds like a limited market.
Laszlo, you are very prejudiced. I don't like that. But no, not with me. Passion for life. Passion for love. Passion for women. Which he can take home to his wife, of course.
What, so you act like a pimp?
Not a pimp, little man. A savior. In a controlled environment, I reintroduce the man to the pleasure he has lost, to the miracles of the world. And truly, the results are remarkable. With my unique counseling, 1,000 marriages have been saved, and 1,000,000 more could be saved every day.
And do the wives know about this?
In their hearts, Laszlo, they know they have been saved.
Okay. We're gonna open it up to the phones. If you've got any questions for Fernando Martinez, exotic marriage guidance made easy, ring us now. Hey, oh, cool, we have a caller on line 1. Caller, you are on Chatterbox.
Hi, Laszlo. Hey, Fernando.
My name's Jerry, and I'm a first-time caller. And I just wanted to say, hey, Laszlo, you're a real tough on Fernando back there. I'll tell you one thing. He's a miracle worker. He saved my marriage, and I married a bus of a woman. Now I don't feel sick every time I open my eyes.
See, Laszlo? You see? I remember Jerry so well. He come in, he is like a broken man, like a half a man. A man, if you will. He has no N anymore. And his marriage, it is killing him. Where is the passion? She is gone. Replaced by ugliness. You see, Laszlo, Mrs. Jerry, she's not a pretty lady. She's more like an offensive lion or a tight end. Big and hairy, but fertile. She gives Jerry 5 kids, but she's even bigger. Now, she's like a whole offensive lion. He feels no pride in himself. He has no pride in his marriage. He is ashamed of this wonderful lady who bears him so many young. And he comes to me and he cries, Fernando, save my marriage. I love my wife, even though she is a fat porker. And I say, Jerry, you are a man. It is a man's duty to love his wife, even if she is like a farmhouse. And now, Jerry is safe.
By sleeping with other women.
Whatever it takes to save a beautiful union. A blessing.
A beautiful union by an adulterer and Queen Kong. That's great. So, who's on the line now?
Hi, Laszlo. This is Janet. I love the show and always wanted to call in. You really offended me today. Who is this gutter trash you got on the show?
Hey, Janice, I share your anxiety. The studio kind of forced him on me.
Hey, you watch yourself, mister. And you, Janice, why you so ugly? Your husband, he no make you happy?
No, he's an idiot and a jerk.
But he's probably a good daddy, and you sound very pretty. Angry, and a little bit of a know-it-all, but very pretty lady. This is the thing, Laszlo. The women they think in New Beginnings is only for men. But no, it is for women too. For Janice, if her husband goes to New Beginning, she thinks Senor Wonderful all over again. And in the extreme case, maybe she come to work for me, and she get a new beginning herself. She discovered the excitement and the passion all for herself. Listen, Janice, you called me 555 9292.
Now listen, don't try to pimp out my listeners.
That is a very early word, a travesty. I work miracles, senor, not pimping. I save, I give the passion back. And you better watch yourself, buddy, because for my people, we take these insults very personally. And then, you no longer Mr. Talk Show. You Mr. Who Cut Out My Tongue.
Who are your people anyway? Which exotic location do you come from?
I am Latin.
Latin is a big place there, buddy. Where in Latin?
I do not need to listen to these insults. I have pride, I have a calling. Many are called, but few are chosen, my friend. And I was called and chosen to work a miracle.
So, where were you called from, Fernando?
From upstate, okay? You happy money now? I'm not real Latin, but I provide real Latin passion. I work the miracles every day. Listen, wives, children, if your husband, if your daddy, if he's not happy, send him to me, Fernando. In exchange for a few hours a week, I give you the world.
Get off, get lost. You're just a cheap pimp from upstate. Get out of my studio.
I save your daddy. I save your husband. It is a miracle.
Get out of here.
It's a miracle.
Would you like a kitten? Have one delivered. Just log on to petsovernight.com and we'll send you a cute kitten overnight. Petsovernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
And now
I'm just gonna move on from that one and pretend I never heard that. So I think I have to wait a few hours. Nope, nope, we're good, we're good. No, he is Latin. He is from Latin.
Oh, okay.
You've actually already seen this cutscene.
Chinatown first. I got a bit of business.
Pimps and kits. We'll get you women and kittens. What more do you need in life?
So no fancy crap, okay?
Oh, God. Oh, right.
My daddy
well, no, he's from Latin. Upstate Latin. Yes, Latin, New York. Exactly. Oh, look, I'm not damaging the car when cops are not flinging themselves at me with wanton abandon.
keep the engine running. This ain't a social call.
Kill him, Tony. Kill him. With a bat? Mr. Wong's, Liberty's first choice for all its dirty laundry.
Get us out of here, kid!
I got you, Tony. I got you. I actually have a soft spot for Tony, by the way. And it's probably because he's one of the more decent people we interact with. He's got rage issues. You know, and he's a violent psychopath. But that makes him one of the better people in this particular game. I'm not making that up. You'll notice he never actually betrays us, and in fact, he lives through the course of the game. In interviews, they have confirmed that he actually takes over the family after the events of the game. Oh, for God's sakes.
The Triads think they can mess with me. The Triads. With me. Drop by later. Give them something to launder. Their own blood-stained clothes.
Well, yeah, one of the recurring elements, to talk about the lore for a second of the GTA-verse, is that the world is awful. Like, top to bottom. Just a terrible place. That's one of the points. As I've said many times, there's a specific term for this exact type of parody, and I can't actually think of it because I'm an idiot, but that's what this is. That's what these are, I should say more accurately. Farcical parody? I don't know. I don't know the term. I'm too stupid.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. Alright, just the guy I need to talk to. Alright, there's a car stuffed with a stiff at the cafe near Callahan Point. One of the Forellis thought he was a wise guy, so he got what he had coming to him. Take the corpse to the Crusher in Harwood, alright?
You got it, boss. Oh, right, I don't talk, right. So what do you guys think? Is Fido actually mute in universe? Or is this just bad game design? I shouldn't say bad, you know what I mean. Hi, Kevin. I'm your host, Lorerun, saying your thoughts before you think them. Your thoughts are my thoughts. Dakota is correct. He does not behave as someone who is mute. So here's the problem. In GTA 3, he was not designed to be mute. He was designed to be a silent protagonist. In San Andreas, they took that and ran with it. But it wasn't designed with that intent, so we basically have two separate interpretations here. Depending on how you want to think of that.
Radio. The single source of gratification.
Oh, crap, I don't have any guns. Yeah, part of the problem with the GTA series is the same problem with every other franchise that wasn't intended to be a franchise. They kind of bend over backwards to explain some of the earlier weirdness that they didn't plan for. Hopefully none, Valvedrix. If we get any, then YouTube can go suck it. And then burn. And then die. And then get run over. And then burn again. Then we'll push it into the water, and because YouTube is water-soluble, it'll melt. Speaking of which, we can turn the music back up now that we're off of the Shovel Knight. Excuse me. Run! Run! I love those rain effects. PS2 rain effects. I make fun. This is really impressive for the time. It really was. I have 70 grand lying around. I'm literally richer in-game than I ever will be in real life until I win the lottery, obviously. That's true. Water droplets and everything. It does not have snow and rain. Sorry, guys. We'll go with the truck. I gotta be honest, I don't remember the 3 cars all that well. Ooh. There's a couple I recognize on sight, but I know San Andreas a lot more. A lot better? Whatever. Oh, right. I don't know if I can break this glass. Let's find out.
But vermin, using a penny whistle and a mysterious prancing German named Hans. The medieval millennium...
That's a yes. This is... Dramatic pause. Looks like a Banshee. It's a Banshee. Alright, name that tune. Or possibly the game. Oh yeah, I haven't saved yet. I guess I'll do that. Because there's no autosave, and if we crash, I am screwed. I actually... So, guys, do me a favor and remind me to save a lot. We haven't crashed yet, which is actually really good. And I do have a stability patch running, so there's that. But I'd rather not push it, you know? I actually have an emote for saving. Just type lore save. See? Like Max Time just did. I'll even save the Banshee, because, I mean, why not? Whoa. That would be funny as hell. So, look. Alright, what do we got? A pile of junk. Okay, come back. I want to steal your car. Come back. I want to steal your truck.
What the devil?
Let's do this quest. Well, no, let's go ahead and do this quest. Let's do this quest. So I should go ahead and mention that, especially for these earlier games, I'm not going to vow to do all the missions. I know that's kind of the purview of a lore run, but that's why this is a pseudo-Lorerun. Also, some of these missions suck. So FYI, basically. I am, however, going to make the effort to do all the missions. I'm just probably going to fail at it, so... 404. Excuse me, I guess that would be 411, wouldn't it? I guess those both fit, but for different reasons. GTA 3 does have an end mission. It's not that great by memory. Cheats do exist, possibly. I'm not sure how well I can get them working, but might be a thing. Really?
The name's Chonks, Marty Chonks. I run the bitchin' dog food factory around the corner. I got money troubles, but hey, who doesn't, right? I'm meeting my bank manager later. He's a crooked bastard that keeps bumping up the loan repayment so he can cut a slice. Take my car, pick him up, and bring him back here. I got a little surprise for that blood-sucking leech.
You got any bright ideas what to...
Jotting down a negative, don't mind me. So far, I've got 1 gameplay positive, 2 story positives, and 2 gameplay negatives. Anyone have any to suggest? Because, you know, I'm listening if you got any. Hey, Dot Gobbler. Would you like a kitten in the mail? There. Yeah, no checkpoints is one of the negatives I already got. Look how you jump in these games. This is how I jump in real life.
Of raking him.
On Chatterbox, let's go to the chatter line here. Hello, caller, you're on Chatterbox.
Laszlo, I just wanted to make your viewers aware that...
Okay, now, this is a radio show. We don't have viewers, we have listeners.
Okay. Anyway, Laszlo, I just wanted to make your viewers aware the first International Puppetry Festival is next month at the fairgrounds, bro. If you're interested in becoming a puppet master or a ventriloquist, you should definitely come down, dude. It's gonna be totally killer.
I wasn't aware that there was much demand for puppet shows these days.
Oh, man! Have you been living under a rock? Park all the time. We play hacky sack together. It's rad. But anyway, dude, at the International Puppetry Festival, we'll be having workshops on finger puppets, too. Hello, Petunia the Pinky. Meet Barry the Thumb. String puppets, glove puppets. Dude, it's gonna rock.
Okay, thanks.
Hope to see you there, Laszlo. Hey, by the way, can you give me that guy Fernando's number?
Nah, I'm sorry. Fernando hasn't paid his bill to our ad sales department. But here's someone who has, and they paid us in stacks of old groats and gold guineas. We'll be back after this.
Do you live in the boring suburbs but dream of living in a lonely castle on a windswept moor? Do you long to trade in your sweatsuit for a 100-pound suit of armor and swap your SUV for a noble stallion? Do you eat microwave dinners, all the while wishing you were roasting a suckling pig at a pagan banquet? Is your next ideal home improvement a moat? Well, get ready, Liberty City!
This weekend and every weekend at Liberty City Park, it's the Medieval Millennium Fair. Our band of traveling minstrels, knights, and maidens oh so fair are ready to delight you with tales of the Black Death, witch burnings, and the joys of being a feudal serf. Forget about air conditioning and modern medicine. We've got all the leeches, spells, and potions you need at the Medieval Millennium Fair. Learn the art of cooking with turnips. Yum, yum. Buy genuine reproduction medieval artifacts including maces, double-handed battle swords, and one-size-fits-all chainmail. And this weekend only, pick up an authentic mechanical Lady of the Lake in Excalibur. It's perfect for your garden pond or swimming pool. And learn how to rid your condo of vermin using a penny whistle and a mysterious prancing German named Hans. The Medieval Millennium Fair, every weekend at Liberty City Park.
All right, Liberty City.
Get your hands off me arse!
You know, I've heard of people not liking Mega Man music. I've never heard anyone booing Mega Man music. Are you an alien, Pipeliner Jim? Be honest with me. See, I agree, Zalog. But I did put a variety in just to try and appeal to as many people as possible. That was actually Final Fantasy I, Who Girl. So what you're saying, Pipeliner, is you're an alien. Guys, what do you do with aliens around this part? We welcome them and give them our jobs. Sell the remains in the gray market. Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. Alright. Trying not to die horribly here. I'd like to retain the Banshee for no good reason, really. I just want to crack at this sucker. Yeah, I was just saying, how do you do a pacifist run of GTA, considering how many missions involve killing people? I mean, I guess there's technically killing as few people as possible. You know, Ninja Gaiden 1 style. Still. I don't know, man. Oh, man. San Andreas, as much as I love it, that game goes overboard with regards to its collectibles. Let's see, we got the oysters, the horseshoes, which do nothing. The... oh, God, I don't remember. The snapshots. There's another one. Help me out. The tags. Yep, we gotta get all the tags.
Easy, brother.
I think that's everything? Well, you have to kill a god, Plutonium. Not to kill that person. I don't actually know what the packages get you in 3. I know what they get you in Vice City. They get you a bunch of guns in your safe houses, which is actually extremely useful. I was putting some sincere thought into printing out a map of the packages in Vice City just for that. Because holy crap. I have an itch on my eyelid. Oh, God. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Crisis averted. Yeah, this race doesn't actually bother. I don't think this is even mandatory. No, the race that I'm worried about is the Catalina race in San Andreas. Races, excuse me, there's 2 of them. You know, to get the... and they're mandatory. You have to do them to progress. And I tend to have really bad luck with those races. Excuse me. And of course, if you fail those races, you end up in the middle of nowhere near the race starting point, and you have to just get your way all the way back, do it all the way over, and there's that checkpoint problem again. But being able to just warp back to the mission thing would be nice, but whatever. Alright, someone named this game. Not GTA 3, the song.
Oh, never mind. Got it immediately. Okay, we're not on fire. We're not on fire. We're very close to being on fire. We've got a very little health left. I hate this phrase. Oh, god damn it. I'm amazed that didn't kill us. Okay, we did it. God dang. We might be actually be in time to do this stupid mission if I did that correctly. No! Oh, I'm 1 hour too early. I'm 1 hour too early. Yeah, one of my biggest complaints about GTA 3, and I'm thinking about positing a negative for it, I'm going to jot a note down, is car health is so low. And there's several missions where that becomes an issue. I don't know if that's true in all of them, but I definitely remember that being a problem in 3. We'll have to talk about the AI problem when we get to San Andreas 2. I don't know if it's in 3 and VC, but I do know it's in San Andreas. These guys are very flummoxed by the specific spot where I'm standing. No, Rockstar is actually British. Well, Scottish, whatever. UK.
What a ride she's gonna be, huh? Alright, listen. Get some wheels to the safe house at St. Mark's and pick up a few friends of mine. They're hitting the bank and they need a driver. I gave my word that you were the man, so don't screw this up. Get them to the bank before 5 o'clock, not a minute after.
Okay. I'd acknowledge you, but I can't talk. This sounds like the perfect car to do a bank heist with. Even the music agrees. This is what we call slapping music right here. That's probably why I find it so damn funny. I actually tend to like British humor. Yes, Minister. Anyone ever see that show? It's one of my favorite and also most horrible shows. And just, holy crap. A little too real, but very funny. Yes, Minister. Oh, thank you, Jongo. Well, Monty Python's the common one, which, again, duh. Hello, Micro... bio. But, because everyone heard of Monty Python, but, you know, God, there's a stand-up comedian who I absolutely adore. There's Yes, Minister. There's a bit of Fry and Laurie, which is an older show. What's the... Blackadder. Thank you. I was just trying to think of that one. There's Blackadder. Eddie Izzard. Thank you, Jongo.
Keep the engine running. We'll be in and out in no time.
America, America, America. States. States of... Ugh. Oh my god, this thing steers like a stuck pig. Cool, guys. It's cool. Shake the cups. Damn it. I don't know where the paint spray is. It's too long, too easy to screw up, and then you have to redo the whole thing, which makes it harder to do, because you're already upset and irritated. Where the payphone is. Man, I wish I had a map! Or, like, any icons during a mission. That'd be nice, too. I'm gonna be real, I don't know the layout of this city anywhere near as much as I do the other ones, so... Let's see if I can figure out where the hell I am. Whoa! Well, they killed us. It's okay, I didn't have any real guns to lose that time. Let's see if we get lucky. Well, I'm looking forward to that one, Belvedere. I even know the one you're talking about. Hey! Free shotgun. Okay. Sorry. Love the blood smear on the frickin' tire. Alright. That's... Hi, Colgrim. Thank you very much for the sub, sir. Very much appreciate. And if you happen to know where you want to put that, please let me know so I can jot it down. Otherwise, we'll kill you with probably running you over, given the way things are going. I should save. That's actually a good idea. That is a good idea. Hi, Bragwin. How'd it go? You don't have to tell me in a live public area. I just want to make sure you're cool, safe, and happy, and beautiful, and amazing in bed. You got it, Colgrim. Seriously, Bragwin could do this thing with her tongue. It's insane, really. Why did that give me a wanted level? Oh, whatever. Excuse me. This. I did not, Lee Andrews, but I will later. Don't worry. So I can't Alt-Tab right now, and I have to Alt-Tab to see where you're putting those towards. But I have a log for those. So what I'm going to do is, once I'm finished for the day, I'll go and check the log, and I'll be like, aha. The only ones I don't have any kind of log for is the subs. That's why I've been keeping a written record of the subs. If that makes any sense. I'm going... Save. Actually, no, we'll save down here. Listen, all I'm saying is I wouldn't kill these people if they weren't in my way, okay? I have told you guys time and time again, one of the most dangerous places to be is in my way. Okay, so now we can go do the J mission. Uh-oh, I have to kill Pipeliner now. Kill Pipeliner, quick, quick, kill him! Oh my god, these cars. I will say the PC ports for these games are actually not bad. Obviously, I can't do them... Oh, God, now it's raining. I can't do them straight, because, I need to stream these games. But the PC ports are pretty decent. I played GTA 3 on the PS2, except for 4. Except for 4. To be clear, I specifically meant 3, San Andreas, and Vice City, the 3D games. Anyways, but the only one of these I've ever actually played on console was GTA 3, and I never finished 3. On the PS2. I got to the mission that I've referenced a few times and then quit. And finally,
beat it on the PC when I played it for the first time. Yeah.
And it is something all Americans can be proud of. Here at Love Media, we are proud of what we have done to help America and to help hard-working Americans relax.
Something we'd all be proud of.
For information about our new interactive television service, please go to www.lovemedia.tv.
Thanks, Donald. Appreciate it.
Ooh, that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. All right, let's go to line 8. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Bob from Pine Creek.
Hey, what's up, Bob from Pine Creek?
Well, I've been listening to your show. There's always people going on about problems in school, guns, people showing disrespect.
Hey, we finally looped. What was happening, random guy, if you don't mind my asking? Because I don't remember any issues with that, but... No, the issue I was having was with the frickin' plane training missions, but that's just because of the fact that it was on the PC. I have no idea max time. I'm gonna go with no, because I've never even heard of that max time. On the Steam version, I mean. So I'm gonna lean towards no. Stuck pig. Hey, Permius. We were talking about British humor earlier. Quick, favorite British humor show, go. If you say Monty Python, we'll have to rescind your British license, just as an FYI.
We'll be in and out in no time.
Just straight up crashing? Wow, weird. Appreciate it next time.
All units on bank ready to progress back to Liberty point of
Blackadder, good man, good man. Alright, now where the hell is the paint spray? Ah! Hang on. Oh my god, I can't even get going. There's too many people. Too many corpses getting in my way. I actually don't like the IT crowd, by the way. I know, antithetical. But... Okay, so there's the police station. Oh my god. Which means if I go... Ah! So there's me. See you around, nobody. And you're more than welcome. We'll be streaming this again tomorrow and this evening. It's gotta be like right around here, right? Where the hell is the paint spray? Like, I don't think they deteriorate. So if memory is serving correctly, in the 3D games, the stars only deteriorate at 1. Like, at 2 and up, you gotta do something to get rid of it. Of course, we're misremembering. Because I'm a moron, and can't even find the paint spray. I'm pretty sure I've gone too far at this point. If you pass the Taco Bell, you know you've gone too far. And that's death. I'm gonna try this one more time. Just the one. Then I'm gonna give up. Hey! Of course, I can't for 6 hours. Yeah, the lack of map is not great, I'll be honest. Okay, so... Of course, I can't even see where the paint spray is right now, even though I'm not in a mission. That's what I'm trying to do, D. Daniel, but I don't know where it is to begin with, so I'm just kind of flying blind a little bit. Okay, so here's the payphone. There's a guy who got in my way. There it is. Okay, so there's the paint spray. So we're gonna come out. This is me hitting the M button. There is no map. There's me. So I'm gonna come out coming up here if memory serves.
Mission 20 or Mission 5 from Market.
Aren't those the cheats that disable saving next time?
Bang, yo, bang.
Okay, so up here. From here. So okay, there's from here. I need to go up. Yeah, the map design is not really all that good in 3 in general. Turn around. Come down here, and there it is. I think I turned off early. So there's the pan spray. Okay. Okay. Well, Rockstar has a weird fetish with disabling saving when you use cheats, but I admittedly don't remember when they started doing that. I know they did it at least in one of the 3D games, because I remember playing the game in one sitting as a consequence of that. Okay, name this game. Holy crap, Zed Slayer. I figured nobody would be able to figure this one out. Yes, this is Journey to Silius. That's correct. Oh, for God's sakes. I didn't like The Office or the other Office personally, so I'm not the person to ask that. What? Oh. Someone left a positive comment on one of my YouTube videos. That is such a weird feeling. Yeah, let's get some music at least. Oh, well, we've moved on. Sorry. I didn't like IT Crowd. It has 3 or 4 funny sight gags, but the show as a whole never actually made me laugh. That's true, you did, Valvadrix. My soul was very hurt. Okay, so I've got a plus to story just for Chatterbox. I've got a plus to story for world building and the ads. I've got a plus to gameplay for the custom radio option. I've got a negative to gameplay for the lack of checkpoints. I've got a negative to gameplay for the lack of time skip combined with the bad safe house design. And I've got a negative to gameplay for car health. Any other ideas while I'm sitting here? Anyone want to posit anything? Oh yeah, the map. Thank you, Pipeliner. It's kind of a double thing there. Because there's not only no map, but there's the icons don't show up on the minimap like they will in later games. That's a feature they come up with later. I already did that one, Spicy Blue Milk. One of the things I guess I could talk about while I wait here for another, like, 10 minutes or whatever. That's an exaggeration, like 1 minute. I'll probably not even be done talking. So, one of the things they wanted to do, story-wise, is they really wanted to make it so that this played like a TV show. Now, obviously, everyone knows that The Sopranos was one of the big influences when it came to designing the story of GTA 3. But they literally wanted it to be each mission is basically another episode. which was something that wasn't really done at the time, and in my opinion is basically the reason the GTA open world format works at all. Because they treat it, narratively speaking, like a TV show, arcs, and recurring characters, and setting up elements that will come back in future seasons, that kind of a thing. That's just my opinion, of course, and I speak a lot about the... Really? About the positive elements that come from a television show, but I do think that format works very well. And I think that is yet another reason why the GTA series took off the way it did. Favorite protagonist? CJ. That's such an easy answer for me. I don't want to talk too much about San Andreas, because San Andreas is a very long game, and we're going to have plenty of time to talk about it. But, yeah. We'll talk a bunch about San Andreas when we get... I know San Andreas the best of these three. So I hopefully will have the most to say about that one. Look, Tommy Vercetti is awesome, but I'll talk about why he's awesome when we get there. Again, saving myself for Vice City. No, I did not like The Sopranos. Not my style of show. However, unlike several other shows where I can speak about not liking them, I didn't really watch The Sopranos either. Like, I've seen a few episodes, I've seen the last episode, and that's about it. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, by the way. I feel like I'm just being terrible right now, so... I hope you guys are at least enjoying a little bit. We were talking of the 3D series only, Dream Whisperer. The HD series is different. I actually rather like Nico Bellic and... oh no, I can't think of his name. The biker. Whose name I can't think of. Guys, help me out. Lost in the Damned. Oh my gosh. You know, it's funny how to me how often I go down this particular chunk of road, considering the issues with doing so. Well, guess we're going with the van anyways. I was trying not to get a van this time, but van it is. Nap, 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 nap. Johnny! Yes, Johnny, thank you. Any Klebitz. Well, that's an interesting question, Gum Gum, because that, as with so many other things, kind of depends on who you're listening to. That. But yes, I will at least bring it up. However, if you expect me to bring up hot coffee, you're probably talking to the wrong person. Okay, so here's the police station. You know, I actually don't know, Chemic. I own the PSP versions of Liberty Stories and Vice City Stories. Sorry, I'm scouting. I really don't want to screw this up for a 4th time or 8th time, whatever we're up to at this point. So I go this way, I think? Check to zoom the map out a little bit. Go down this stupid area again. Get out of the way. Go this way. There's probably a faster way to do this, but I'm kind of going off of things I can easily replicate while being chased by cops. This thing leads us over here. And then to Mega Man music. Also known as the music Django hates because he's pure evil. Hey, Baron. There, right there. Okay. I mean, yeah, I could just do this. You guys want me to play it like this? I can play it like this.
just messing.
It worked.
Actually, it was, and it has gotten a plus, Jordan. So where is it now?
Keep the engine running. Be in and out in no time.
So, bets that we're gonna explode before I get there? Do you mind if I ask what they are, Blue Alex? That's the game. I hate this mission. Well, the good news is now we get to ignore it, basically. No, it's fine, Maxtown. I have other plans. Evil plans. I think that's a mandatory one. Django. Django's one of those weird people who prefers bad streaming to cheating.
Take a seat, kid. Take a goddamn seat.
Hey, Tony.
So the laundry won't pay any protection, huh? The triads think they can mess with me? Let's teach these would-be tough guys what it means to be a tough guy.
No son of mine gets to buy some triads.
Sorry, Ma. Yes, Ma. I want you to destroy their laundry vans and mangle any triad gimp that gets in your way. 8-Ball can supply you with what you're gonna need.
I don't think it's the same restaurant, Pipeline or Jim, but I'm actually not 100% on that.
What alarm company was that? More than 30.
Get my Banshee here, don't mind me.
Yes, I mean...
Already has been, Baron. Question is, will it be more than one negative? Huh. Can you not knock down fences in this one? I know you can in San Andreas.
And nervous about the future. Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth or family funeral. Hey, sometimes you need a little help navigating life's trouble spots. That's when I discovered Equinox.
Huh. Go figure. Yeah, for those of you not aware, you can punch fences in San Andreas. And it works. You know, you'll knock them down. What the... Oh my god. Really, game? Really, game? Okay, fine, fine. And I've destroyed my Banshee. Here we go. We'll upgrade from the Banshee to the Harwood, or the Rumpwood, or whatever this is. To the van. Let's just call it what it is, to the van. Alright, now we can take on the fence. Oh my god, we actually managed it. But yes, a chain link fence can literally set a car on fire. Oh god, no! Neptune, why would you do this? Ah! 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 That woman's life is on your conscience, Neptune. Yeah, thank you very, very much, Neptune Satomi. Very much obliged and appreciate. If you happen to know where you want to put that, please let me know. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in your way? I apologize.
Here you go.
Oh, I should have gotten whatever. Whatever. Should be good timing if I could time this right. Oh yeah, I totally got this. I'll just block this guy. Yep, okay, we good. Run. Yes, Baron. I spent like an hour talking about that before I even started the game. Oh god, I'm out of bullets. There's only one thing to do when you're out of bullets. Oh god. Hang on. No. Oh, that was a close one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry, Lord don't play. What? No, why? That would be correct, Gum Gum. Although Rockstar and GTA 3 basically are synonymous because of the fact that both they were being reorganized into Rockstar when GTA 3 came out. Excuse me, kind sir. Okay, we're good. New York, Glorious Barbarian. Can't you tell by how horrible it is? I should be able to hide to get rid of the wanted. Maybe. No. Oh shoot, hang on. It's okay, I got a shotgun. This answered all of life's problems, along with some cocaine. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. No, that's a great pun. Are you kidding me? I love Overlord. Okay, so that one's going to Deltarune. And thank you very much, Upon a Time. Very much appreciate. Thank you, sir. If you know where you want to put that one, please let me know. So here's going to be the funny part. I'm about to die, I think. Nope, I'm okay. Yes, USB Upon a Time. Well, that's up to Upon a Time, not you, Baron. Sorry. But if Upon a Time says... Or whoever it was that did it. There's so many corpses in my wheels. It's so irritating. Got it. Baron, it is all you then. You got this, Baron. You can do this. Most important decision of your entire life is GTA HT. I'm gonna run you out. Okay. Yeah, we need to grease the wheels.
People please, or tried to. He'll never be as tough as his pop, but he left you a note on the table.
The laundry has agreed to pay. You did real good, kid. Go collect the cash and bring it back here. Watch out for the triads. They may be shoving a firecracker up your ass. But don't take no crap. Nobody, I mean nobody, messes with Tony Cipriani.
Yeah, by the way, it's actually supposed to be pronounced Cipriani. The actor himself says it Cipriani in other cutscenes. So this should be fun. I'm going to try this once, and then we're going to go ahead and make our first attempt at cheating. this is the mission I think it is. Which it probably is. Ah, damn cop! Watch where you're going, jackass. Excuse me, I'm running from the cops. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Oh, well, okay, that's a thing. I accept this. Hey! Like, there's worse outcomes to that. Tony's place is really close to the cops, so... Or hospital, whatever that is. I guess it's the same spot, so whatever. Excuse me. Listen, I'm not evil, they were in my way. It's the cops' fault. If the cop hadn't decided to T-bone me, I wouldn't have had to kill all those people, okay? It's society's fault why that I'm the way I am. Wait, no, it's not society's fault. It's the cops' fault. Death to cops! And to the living! At least GTA cops. You think this is bad, by the way. Wait until we get to San Andreas. You will see just how dirty cops really can get in this franchise. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's how they get their budget, Pipeliner. They make sure they have the budget for the year because they're like, oh, we lost our cars, it's horrible. Can we get some new ones, please? Thanks. I have Rev and Stick. I've even played the DS one. I didn't like it. I ain't doing nothing off as a 10-penny. Oh, no, it's an ambush. Okay, this isn't the one I think it is. I think. I honestly think Tenpenny works so well because it's Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, that had no spread, which is bad. Oh god. Yep, we're dead. This is drug money. Yes, I can actually imitate the inflection. Because I've played San Andreas a lot. What do you want from me? What? But... Oh, for God's sake. Fine, fine, fine. Die! But yeah, I agree. Tenpenny is absolutely a Krennic. It's part of what's so interesting about his character. Especially since he's the final boss. But we'll get to that when we get there. Again, I don't want to talk about San Andreas too much, because it's a long game. We'll have plenty of time to talk about things. Well, here's our first crash. What do you know? Yay. Hang on, I gotta do this in a specific order, because this is just a thing. Give me a second. Hold this up here. There we go. Close this, then close this. Move this over here. Hit this button. Alright. Now we're going to do something weird. We're going to do this. Hopefully it won't crash while we're doing this. Sonny Forelli. Might as well not even be a villain, let's be honest with ourselves. No, Catalina's just ugly. And insane, but that's off topic, really. There it is. That's strange. Alright, take two. I hope you guys enjoy the technical difficulties aspect of the stream. I'm here at the Lorerunner, reminding you that these games are very irritating to stream, but I hope you'll be patient with us. Okay. Oh, shoot. Can you see it? Can't see. Am I muted right now? I can't actually tell because I can't see my own mute indicator. Okay. Hey, where's... Oh my god, this is before I had my Banshee. What? What? Yeah, game just crashed again. That's okay. I kind of expected that. I was alt-tabbing. Alt-tabbing crashes the game. I knew that walking into it. This is why I am avoiding alt-tabbing. You just have to set everything up and then tab in. And hope that it's working. Put that there. We'll put this here. No, we'll put this here. There we go. That'll work. I have yet to successfully get 4 working. That's my answer to you, Baron. Why is this not working? Oh my god, this frickin' game. It... Okay. One moment, please. Yeah, I can't wait till we get to GTA 5. It'll be the first game that we will have no issues running or streaming. Seriously, it'll be fine. None of the others. None of the others. Every other game will have issues. I am not joking. 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and 4, and its expansions will all have issues. 5,
does not. I can say that because I've streamed 5. I've also played 5. I do have a PS4. I do not have an Elgato because I have a brain, and I know exactly how terrible Elgatos are. I had an Elgato, and then I had to get rid of it because it wasn't working 100% of the time. Then I got a different Elgato later on, and then I had to get rid of that one because it wasn't working 100% of the time. So, you know. PSA, Elgatos suck. Moving on. Alright, where the hell are we in the story? Hopefully in about a year, maybe 2, they will stop sucking now that they have been bought by Corsair. Yes, it is the superior NES Zelda game. Yeah, not me, Papaneeks. I'm not joking, by the way. Really, I am not joking when I say I have a 100% failure rate with Elgatos. 100% failure rate. I have never gotten an Elgato actually working properly. Not once. Which mission? Okay, so it's okay. We're actually on the same mission. We didn't lose any time. Holy crap. We've just spent the last however many minutes trying to do the same... Actually, we probably missed a Tony mission. That's probably where we're at. Oh yeah, what was the armor cheat? Giving you armor?
In the Navy.
I like Corsair products, but then again, the only things of Corsair that I get are PSUs and RAM, so... Is there a reason? Do you mind? Cop! And of course the cop stops right in my way when it's raining and I can't stop. Him. What? I use an Acer Media, which works great, actually. I have had issues with it. I'm not going to say that I haven't had issues with it, but it works, as is evidenced by the many games I've streamed. I could set up a macro. I don't think about that. Nah, we're fine. We fine. See? Well, they did in the older games, so it wouldn't surprise me, Shadow Machine. Thank you, Maxton.
All units on bank ready to progress back to Liberty Point attack.
What? We failed enough today. I think we could accept cheating on that one. God, that's nuts, Plutonia. What do I use? I use a SteelSeries mouse now. And actually, I guess I did before, too. I used to use Logitech mice, and then they stopped carrying the one I liked, which was the 510 or whatever. Like, they stopped producing it. I was very upset about that. I'd still use one, if I could. Whatever. says, "Welcome to America, Gum Gum." Welcome to America. You gotta say it right. No, Baron. Why would there be 16-bit music? This is the oldest game in the series, Baron. It is all 8-bit. You could thank PAX for that idea, although I actually had the same idea, admittedly. Dang it. I'll turn around where I am. At least we start off with a decent car when we do Tony's missions. So this one... Okay, we've already done this one. So we're 2 missions behind on the Tony missions. This is when we gotta go get the grenades.
Pierre, are you sane? Are you a sane caller?
Absolutely, Laszlo. Killer bees.
Killer bees.
Yes, killer bees. Did you know that if the current migration north continues, we will all be dead in 3 years? Did you want to become a bee supper? I don't. That's why we must act now. Killer bees must be stopped.
I wonder why more people aren't talking about this. I mean, killer bees swarming, it sounds pretty serious.
Ah, but the killer bees are nothing compared to ants. You can't kill them. They're like sheep. They're going to take over.
Hang on.
Box, hello, you're on the air.
Yes. I'd like to say something about these damn people on trains and buses in the city who yammer on and on into their cell phones. I'm really glad we get to hear about what you're having for dinner. What we should do is herd them up and put them on an island. I am the president of a group called Citizens Raging Against Phones.
Crap?
Exactly.
Your organization's called Crap. What kind of moron are you? You want to round people up for using a phone? But you're calling up on a phone to tell the world about it. I mean, how many people are there in this crap?
Citizens are raging against phones, Laszlo.
How many people?
There are 3 of us. It's hard organizing meetings.
Because we don't have phones.
I am not the problem. You are.
Damn it! I typed too slowly. I should try to macro these. I'll have to see if I can do that in a minute. Hang on. I was trying to be greedy. I shouldn't have tried to be greedy. Listen, we need to stop people from using Twitter. Now, I'm going to post this on Twitter, which I actually did this morning. Probably, but I have no idea how to, Maxim. I'm going to have to figure that out. Thank God the cutscenes are skippable. This would really be pissing me off. I might not have even agreed to do this, if not for the fact that cutscenes are skippable.
Offices of Rakin and Ponzer, and get ready to enjoy a life of luxury.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox. Let's go to the chatter line here. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Laszlo, I just wanted to make your viewers aware that...
Okay, now...
Already had that one. Yeah, we're really starting to see repeats already. It's okay, they have even more stuff in the future ones. Oh, I didn't get the... Hey, look, grenades! There's a grenade for you. There's a grenade for you. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, get up, get up, get up! No! Don't be knocked over! It's just an explosion. And I'm dead. I've decided I hate this game. Okay. Get out of the car. He just... Flunk! Ah! It's okay, at one point, I was kind of hoping to finish the first island before lunch break. Apparently, that's just outside of the realm of possibility for someone who is absolutely as crap at this game as I am.
Take a seat, kid.
I think you're right, Dakota. And I'm pretty sure all of them are going to be doing that.
Fair are ready to delight you with tales of the Black Death.
Three's actually not that long of a game. San Andreas is going to be a multi-day adventure for sure. VC, we'll see. The Black Death. Dum the Black Death. I am a pretty good driver, all things considered. Nearly flawless record, with no issues running people over whatsoever. I saw that, Richard Brock. I'm just looking at you weird, Baronessa. I want you to know that. But yeah, no, we'll do a separate thing for Saints Row if it ever gets funded, if it ever gets put on the list. Don't try to put it on the list now. The list is locked. Yeah, the carbine is actually ridiculous in this game, which is probably why you don't get one for a bit, unless you go get all the packages.
There's no need to feel bad.
Whatever, it's taking too long. I mean, I'd probably just skip the first game anyways. Didn't they patch it recently, Reggie Brock? Like, officially patch it? What are you talking about, Baroness? This is normal New York driving. Get out of my way. I feel like I read something about that. It might have been a fan patch. I don't know. Why do you hate SR2? The best of the SR. That's a lie. 4 is the best one. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get in your way here. Apologies.
Real nice and leopard. Hey, I can read. That's my husband's car!
Well, not anymore.
Fun in it, but I just think clothes have distinct advantages.
What do you got for me, Tony?
Tony's off making people bleed. Or tried to. He'll never be as tough as his pop. But he left you a note on
So this is the ambush.
Flashback FM.
No, Lord Harriman. So far we have... You're gonna have to give me a second here. So far we have 2 story positives, 1 gameplay positives, and 3 gameplay negatives.
Okay, I'm with you on that, Blue Alex. I didn't care for the septic missions in general. But then again, there's one type of mission I hate even more in Saints Row 2. The insurance fraud ones. Although that's not fair. They were much worse in 3, so I take that back. Let's get some more ammo here really quick. Oh my god, body blocking. Yeah, no, this isn't the really bad one. There's a much worse one.
Get her off!
No, it was 3 when it pissed me off, Baronessa. There was one mission which we just could not get gold on. And the things we had to do to make gold happen were just stupid. Ugh. Like, it got really, really irritating and boring. Hey, Tony. I got your money. Hey, it's the last car I left here. 100% in the game, bro.
You don't car.
That's right. Yeah, SR3, that's exactly SR3 in a nutshell right there. Hit or miss activities. I should probably save. Because I hate going all the way out of my way to go save. I really should go save. Because now I'm caught up to where I was. Last I checked, Saints Row hasn't had any peep out of anything after Get Out of Hell, so... I will tell you one thing that Saints Row 2, 3, and 4 will all get a plus or 2 for if we ever review them. Can you guess what it is? Because all of them share this feature. Yeah, nope. Mod support, nope. Checkpoints, nope. Choosing your own voice, nope. It is co-op. Proper, full campaign co-op. Those games are fun as hell with a friend. With split screen? No, it's actually online. I played SR 2, 3, and 4 and Get Out of Hell with Pax. He lives like 5 states that way. And that is an awesome experience, let me tell you. It made me really, really wish GTA 5 had co-op. I mean, 3 main protagonists. It's built in, come on! But no. But you know I'm a sucker for good co-op. Good co-op. And that wasn't just good, that was great. Sorry, I don't mean to oversell it, just, man, I had fun with that. I have no idea if they have couch co-op.
Don Salvatore has called a meeting. I need you to collect the limo and his boy Joey from the garage. Then get Luigi from his club. Come back here and pick me up. Then we'll all drive over to the boss's place together. Those triads, they don't know when to stop. They want a war, they got a war. Now get going.
Oh, dude, Baroness, I would gush if XCOM 3 came out and had campaign co-op. Yes.
I'm just running a 40. Got so much blonde hair on film, it was off the bed.
I love gang wars. Coarse and irritating. They get everywhere. Oh, God.
Quit driving the road, learn to drive.
How you doing?
Right, please change the radio station before YouTube decides to shut me down. Thank you. Thanks for ruining my limo there, buddy. Appreciate that. Car really quick.
Get on the road!
Yeah, don't get hurt. Hope you remember all the places you've been to. Yes, Kemek.
How you doing, kid?
Yeah, I think Luigi would like video game music. It's a hunch. Sorry. Man, the only cheat code I remember many, many years later is Power Overwhelming, and that's only because it has actual, lore implications and is said in character. Still think they should redo how Archons work, but let's not get into that. Hey, Tony. Best character in the game, right here. Actually, who's your favorite character in GTA 3? Just 3. Honest question. Steve Pathfinding tries very hard to figure this out. There you go. Good boy.
No fancy crap.
Oh no. Fancy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was right. Tony's my knee-jerk answer to that, but again, I've played Liberty City Stories, so I'm probably a little bit biased there.
You did good back there, kid. Real good. Come on, let's introduce you to the Don.
Hey, Luigi!
Oh, my girls have been missing you so long, Salvatore.
Of course you follow
Tell them
me.
once this
They all
unfortunate business
do.
is taken care of, we'll all go down to the club and celebrate, okay? It's my boy.
How you doing, Pop?
You got yourself a good woman yet? Hey, your mother, God bless her soul, would be turning over in her grave to see you without a wife.
I know, Pop. I'm working on it.
Tony! How's your mama? She's a great woman, strong, Firenze.
She's good. Fine.
Terrific, terrific. Now listen, you guys, you go inside while I talk to our new friend here. I see nothing but good things for you, my boy.
Sure. Thank you very much, Slartech. Very much appreciate your support, sir. Thank you. Well, I guess I'll do the Salvatore mission since I'm right here.
Me and the fellas need to talk business, so you're gonna look after my girl for the evening. Hey, Maria, move your butt. Dumbroad does this every time. And here she is, the one and only Queen of Sheba.
Super sexy.
Whatever it was, I bet it cost me money.
Well, you don't think I hang around here for the conversation, do you?
Get in the car and keep your big mouth shut. Take the limo, but bring it back in one piece, you hear me?
Oh,
Watch
sure.
her. She can be trouble.
Yeah. I'm sure your new lapdog has everything covered. And isn't he big and strong? Hey, Fido, let's go visit Chico and get some party treats. He's at the rail station at the Chinatown waterfront, I think.
And thus, we are now named Fido forevermore. Oh man, Baronessa, I am so sorry. How did you ever go back to the old ones? Dead silence. Oh, okay. Yep, I was even expecting that. Whatever. It's just a limo. Nobody cares about these things anyways. Again, I played 1, 2, 3, or 4, aka all the 2D ones, but I don't remember which one. It was one of them. I don't know which. Don't ask. It was a really long time ago. It was when they came out. Whichever one it was. Go get your drugs.
Mira, it's my favorite lady. You're looking for some fun? A little, some spank?
Hey, Chico. Nah, just the usual.
Here you go, lady. Hey, maybe you should check out the warehouse party and find the Velani keys.
Thanks, Chico.
128, Colin Peluso.
Gracias. And enjoy. That's good stuff.
I wonder if I could look at pictures of the first 4 2D ones and figure out which one it is. Like, I don't know if they're actually visually distinct enough for me to tell. Like, I can tell the difference between 3 Vice City and San Andreas just by glance. But... actually, these games came out in Japan, Gum Gum. Heavily censored, but they came out there. You got this, Colin Peluso. I could probably beat that time, I just don't have time to practice it. Get out. That sounds like 1 was the one I played then, Maverick. Did not, I'm right here. Oh, hello, oh my gosh. Octafogler? I'm probably butchering that, I do apologize. Oh my god, I forgot about this mission. They're doing the frickin'... oh, this woman is such trouble. It's okay, we shoot her in the end, probably, maybe, kind of. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Where is she? Come on, you twit. Let's just do that real quick. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get there, but there is no official canon for what we do, so... your choice. Anyways, Octa, hi. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of a police raid on drugs. Shoutouts. Don't be a stranger. I do like talking and chatting and interacting with chat, as you may or may not be aware. I like to have a back and forth thing. I'm weird, I know, I get it. So if you have any thoughts, comments, questions, please feel free to share. That's true, Plutonia. Because GTA 4 and GTA 5 aren't actually in the same continuity, so they don't count. Yeah, Baronessa is total stranger danger. You gotta be wary of her. She's terrifying. Revan Stig, he's terrifying, because he's the Stig, but also Revan, in one combined entity. So he's an amazing Jedi, tactician, can talk to every droid, and he is a masterful driver. It's terrifying.
car there real quick, like. There we go. Oh man, that was a good episode, Cody. I remember that one.
You know, I enjoyed myself for the first time in a long while, and you treated me really good with respect and everything. Well, I better go.
You shut your mouth the whole time. You're here to hear. Maria likes a guy who doesn't talk. At all. I like the sound from San Andreas better. I know, I'm biased. Whatever. Scared of Claude? Nah. He's just a raging monster who is a nightmarish death doom. And probably the single most evil character we play in this entire series, although that is debatable. But yeah, let's go save. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I mean, listen to the music. I'm down! I'm down! I'm sorry, I'm a geek. What do you want from me? Yeah, Platy, so Platy is even more terrifying, because what she does is she hunts down octopi and cooks them into her donuts. Trevor's... I don't want to talk about Trevor now, because we'll be talking about Trevor for almost the entire GTA 5 run, whenever that happens, so... Come on. Really? Whatever. Boop. 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 Yeah, they're psionic octopi, so they can be like into your brain as you're consuming them. It's part of the experience. You know, actually, I think I would agree with that, Baronessa. Franklin is a sociopath. Trevor is all kinds of messed up. But Michael, he's a form of calculating evil. He actually thinks ahead and has the veneer, which to me strikes me as more evil than someone who's just a straight-up psychopath. Now, I know that's... evil is a matter of opinion and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah, Michael premeditates. That's a good way to put that.
Oh, it's you. Tommy ain't here. But he left one of his sugary love letters for you.
We're at war. The Triads have a fish factory as a front. Most of their business goes down at the fish market in Chinatown. The laundry still owes us protection. They reckon the Triads are protecting them now, so I say we exact a fitting punishment. Take those boys over and whack the Triad warlords. Hell, if you get a chance, pop some of their soldiers, too.
I would agree with that, Gum Gum. I actually have a very strong feeling that, and someone in chat just said this, but I've always felt that Trevor might actually be a decent person if he wasn't so damaged. I know that sounds just like a strange thing to say, because Trevor is just an absolutely nightmarish, messed up person. You know, cannibal, and butchers people for no reason, and freak out, and blah, 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 right? But if you pay attention to his personality, underneath all of that, what you see is someone who's actually a pretty decent folk, who's very loyal, who has a weird sense of sensibilities. Not morality, sensibilities. Yes, Trevor is literally a cannibal. He's also, yeah, that's true. Trevor is also very smart. And Trevor does care, which is weird, but it's true. So if he wasn't such a messed up monster, he'd probably be a decent person, which I suppose you could say about several people, but whatever. I suppose my point in saying all of this is you cannot say that about Claude. There's no redeem... Oh, right. There's no redeeming factor to Claude. Did I get lucky? I did. Excellent. Sorry, I need this. Actually, I'm not sure if this one counts. We'll find out in a minute. Keep up, buddy. Or just stay there. Whatever, I don't care. That's true, Cody. Ah! Okay, this is not one of them. Damn it! Too good to be true. Alright, guys. Follow me.
It's no trouble for you.
Just
Come over for dinner.
give me a second here, guys. Excuse me, I need this car. We can't afford one. We're just the mafia. What's interesting is the boss from the Saints Row series is probably the most evil in Saints Row 2. They get less evil with the subsequent games. That's also mostly because they go down the comedic route, but fact remains. Was that one? Yeah, Big Smoke is messed up, but I think Tenpenny is pretty high up there too, and I know someone in chat already said that as well. That's one.
Look, people walking side by side as brother marchers. Only one thing on their mind, the chance to make a difference. Bring your friends. Nothing shows a man how much you mean to him more than the chance to walk together for justice. Bring your kids. They can paint signs, and we'll even have a face painter and a vegan barbecue. Bring your parents, dude. Even the elderly care about tomorrow.
I understand that. It sounds like a great rally, but we're not a political station, and you haven't really told us why people should do this. What is it about?
Look, do you want to help or not?
I don't know what I'm helping.
You're helping America. What kind of patriot are you? There's a rally.
You don't know what it's for, do you?
It's for hope. Please come, everybody. It'll be real good.
All right, you fight the power, brother. Say, later on in the show...
Because we didn't get one on the roof in this timeline.
This guy's really special. Kind of like a romantic cruise, but you can't walk on water.
Grab those. I would say Dimitri's pretty bad too, especially since his whole shtick is money and nothing else. Like there's a sort of pettiness to Dimitri, which makes me hate him more than, several other characters I can name in 4. But you know who I think is actually the most evil character in 4? The rapper kid. I don't remember his name, and he changed it to something stupid, but the kid who was, betrayed by the old dude who was in prison, and then you can side with him or the other dude. You know what I'm talking about? OG Loke? That doesn't sound right. Is that it? Playboy X, that's him. That's him. Playboy X. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, Playboy X is just a pretty horrible person. What makes him evil? What makes him evil is that someone donated in chat, and I didn't even see who it was because chat's already scrolled off. But thank you, whoever you are, very, very much. If you want to speak up, that would be awesome, because it literally is scrolled off. And I'm not going to alt-tab, because that's going to crash the game, as we've already demonstrated. It was Neptune! I knew it! And if you... So thank you very much, Neptune said to me. And do you want that to go towards Deltarune as well? OG Lock. Oglock. Oh, dude, I'm gonna start calling him Oglok. I mean, hi. There we go. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Peace! Take advance, sir. Thank you. No. Torino? Ooh, see, that's a tricky one. Because first of all, he's voiced by James Woods, which... Let's go save. Let's go save. See, Torino's... Yeah, Woods nailed Torino. I agree completely. But the thing is, Torino's on a completely different level than all the other people we're talking about. I would absolutely qualify him as evil, but he's a completely other type of evil than all these other people. He's also probably substantially higher tier than just about anyone we've talked about. Like, there are, you know, mafia gangsters who are not at the level of Torino. And that kind of changes the equation a little bit, you know? So yes, it is lunchtime. I'm going to take a save there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and actually exit the game entirely. Just do this. Let my computer recover for a second. There we go. There we go. Yeah, exactly, Plutonia. Let's go ahead and update this stuff. So, there's those two. And that one. And 1, 2, 3. And that's where we're at so far. I'll type those up during the lunch break. I'm also going to see about getting a macro set up. I'm not actually 100% sure how to do that, but I'll look into it. For now, I'm going to chop off. Hope you guys have been enjoying. I really do. I've been really, really nervous about doing this run because of the games involved and the difficulties involved. So I hope you guys have been enjoying. Either way, I'll see you guys in about an hour.